Ipapipigil sa pagsulong sa kinabukasan na katuon para sa di kalidad na edukasyon.
Balik eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan, handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang normal, online learning at modular. Di pa kailangan mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin lang sabay na babangon, sama-samang ahon, ihanda ang sarili sa hamon. Ipapipigil sa pagsulong sa kinabukasan na katuon para sa di kalidad na edukasyon.
Balik eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan, handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang normal, online learning at modular. Di pa kailangan mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, kahirapan kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong buhok sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Kristiyano katutubo, isang hanggarin sa patubo. Ipagpatuloy pag-aaral mo, tagumpay ay naghihintay sa iyo.
Balik eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan, handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang normal, online learning at modular. Di pa kailangan mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, mahirapan kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong buhok sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo.
Isang alang-alang natin ang ating kaligtasan sa bawat oras at panahon, magpakailanman, hangat palagi ng ating paaralan ang matuto, gayon din maging ligtas ang kabataan. Tayo ay magkaisa, halina't sama-sama, kasali lahat, kasama lahat, para sa lahat. Pilipinas, maghanda ka na, balik eskwela na, tara. Tayong lahat, sabay-sabay,
pagkakaisa ay may lakas. Ito na ang normal, online learning at modular. Di pa kailangan mag-face to face, gamit na yakapin ang pagbabago. Mahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong buhok. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sabay na babangon, sama-samang ahon, ihanda ang sarili sa hamon. Ipatipigil sa pagsulong sa kinabukasan na katuon, para sa di kalidad na edukasyon.
Balik eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan. Handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa
Ay may lakas. Ito na ang normal. Online learning at modular. Di ba kailangan mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin ang pagbabago. Mahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong buhok. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Muslim, Kristiyano, katutuo, isang hanggarin sa patungo. Ipagpatuloy pag-aaral mo, tagumpay ay naghihintay sa'yo.
balik eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan. Handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa
Ay may lakas. Ito na ang normal. Online learning at modular. Di ba kailangan mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin ang pagbabago. Mahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong buhok. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong
Isang
mundo.
alang-alang natin ang ating kaligtasan sa bawat oras at panahon. Magpakailanman, hangat palagi ng ating paaralan ang matuto, gayon din maging ligtas ang kabataan. Tayo ay magkaisa, halina't sama-sama, kasali lahat, kasama lahat, para sa lahat. Pilipinas, maghanda ka na, balik eskwela na, tara. Tayong lahat, sabay-sabay,
Pagkakaisa ay may lakas. Ito na ang new normal. Online learning at modular. Di ba kailangan mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin ang pagbabago. Mahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong buhok. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. sama-samang ahon, ihanda ang sarili sa hamon. Ipapipigil sa pagsulong sa kinabukasan na katuon para sa di kalidad na edukasyon.
Balik eskwela na naman, isa puso ang kahandaan, handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa
Ay may lakas, ito na ang normal, online learning at modular. Di ba kailangan mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, kahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong loob sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Kristiyano katutubo, isang hanggarin sa patubo. Ipagpatuloy pag-aaral mo, tagumpay ay naghihintay sa iyo.
Balik eskwela na naman, isa puso ang kahandaan, handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa
Ay may lakas, ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di ba kailangan mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, mahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong loob sa bagong normal, sa bagong
isang alang-alang natin ang ating kaligtasan sa bawat oras at panahon. Magpakailanman, hangat palagi ng ating paaralan ang matuto, gayon din maging ligtas ang kabataan. Tayo ay magkaisa, halina't sama-sama, kasali lahat, kasama lahat, para sa lahat. Pilipinas, maghanda ka na, balik eskwela na, tara. Tayong lahat sabay-sabay,
pagkakaisa ay may lakas. Ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di ba kailangan mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, mahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong buhok sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sabay na babangon, sama-samang ahon, ihanda ang sarili sa hamon. Ipapipigil sa pagsulong sa kinabukasan na katuon para sa di kalidad na edukasyon.
sa puso ang kahandaan, handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa
ay may lakas. Ito na ang normal, online learning at modular. Di ba kailangan mag face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin ang pagbabago, kahirapan kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong buhok, sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Muslim, Kristiyano at katutubo, isang hanggarin sa patubo. Ipagpatuloy pag-aaral mo, tagumpay ay naghihintay sa'yo.
balik eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan, handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa
Ay may lakas, ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di ba kailangan mag face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin ang pagbabago, mahirapan kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong loob, sa bagong normal, sa bagong
isang
mundo.
alang-alang natin ang ating kaligtasan sa bawat oras at panahon. Magpakailanman, hangat palagi ng ating paaralan ang matuto, gayon din maging ligtas ang kabataan. Tayo ay magkaisa, halina't sama-sama, kasali lahat, kasama lahat, para sa lahat. Pilipinas, maghanda ka na, balik eskwela na, tara. Tayong lahat sabay-sabay,
Pagkakaisa ay may lakas, ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di ba kailangan mag face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin ang pagbabago, mahirapan kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong buhok, sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo.
Hi, good morning once again. Welcome to another episode of Facts Minimize Fears. So this is now our final episode, and for now we will talk about the beauty, wellness, and personal care amid the pandemic. Okay, so I know marami na po sa atin na excited no para makinig po sa ating final episode na to. And to think na marami na rin po kayong iniisip sa ngayon na gusto nyong itanong sa ating resource person no na invited. So excited na kayo. So may I invite everyone to sing with us the Philippine national anthem to be followed by an opening prayer and Santa Rosa hymn.
Ayan ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, ewas ng sinaganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y bumay. Lupang hinirang, tuyak ka ng mag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisitin, sa nagtatagtulog sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang lang matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iingin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitingin, lumang ang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya na pagkay mga akin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Okay, so let us put ourselves in the presence of our Lord. Father our God, we pray, speak, and declare healing all over the nation. We trust in your promises that no plague shall come near our homes, and whatever plague is located in our towns and cities shall be destroyed now in your name. Heal us, for by your power we are healed. Touch the minds and hearts of our leaders to implement only the counsel of good of God for the nation. Whatever the devil has planned against the nation, cut it off in your name. Father, we call upon you to deliver the world in your mercy, so you will be glorified. We ask this through your holy name. Amen.
Santa Rosa, Nagpalang bayan, di paradiso, ang kaligayahan, tulad ng diwatang, dapat ibinilan, ng batis, ng lakas, at tukay ng buhay. Pag-ibag ka sa Santa Rosa, magsaya ka at umawit, basta damang sa biyaya, at kalinga itong dahil, itatangin kay taghala, kaligaya'y tumawid, mamanagin, kung hingin, nagpatutang sa pag-ibig, pag-ibag ka sa Santa Rosa, magsaya ka at umawit, basta naman sa biyaya, at kalinga itong langit, ating Eden, nakalutak sa pag-ibig.
Thank you so much. Okay, so salamat po sa mga nagsabay po ng singing ng ating Philippine National Anthem and Santa Rosa Hymn. So, syempre, in every webinar, meron tayong webinar norms. So, lahat po tayo ay dapat, number 1, be fully present. Of course, no, pagkakataon na po natin ngayon na mag-relax muna panandalian. Alam kong marami po tayong task na kailangan trabawin ngayon. And marami tayong iniisip din at home, no? Especially we are working now at home. At ngayon ay nasa MECQ pa tayo. So talagang hindi tayo limited yung ating dalaw, no? Hindi tayo pwede basta lumabas ng bahay. So for the meantime, no, i-leave muna natin yung mga worries natin, no? Mga bills, payments, mga kailangang isipin sa bahay, i-attend, mga tasks na kailangan gawin at work. So for 3 hours or 2 to 3 hours, let's sit for a while and listen to our resource person na siya magdi-discuss po ng ating topic this morning. And then, of course, participate in the discussions. Okay po. So, once in a while po, baka may may tanong po ang ating resource person. So, you can comment po sa ating comment section po, located at the right side po ng inyong screen. So, doon nyo po i-post yung mga comments na sagot nyo po in case na may mga discussion si Doktora po. And then, of course, if you have any questions, you can also post it sa ating comment section box. So, malay nyo po, no, mamaya may mga surprises na ibibigay sa atin, no, courtesy of our partner companies, no po, yung ating Clinica Figura and Mhpss Philippines. So, post lang po kayo ng mga questions while Dr. Sarah is discussing po o may dinidiscuss siya. Pwede niyo na pong i-post yung inyong query sa ating comment section. And of course, ito yung pinaka-importante sa lahat, no? At the end of every webinar, meron po tayong evaluation link. So, evaluation link will be given later po, and this will be posted po sa inyong mga group chats or mga GCs, no po. And ibibigay din po ito sa inyong mga school heads. So, ipopost na lang po ito sa inyong mga school group chats. Okay. And then, yan po, no? So, wala na po. So, evaluation link po yung huli natin. So, ngayon po, excited na po. Ako excited na rin, no? Parang na-overwhelm ako dun sa ating in-invite na resource person po ngayon kasi bihira lang pong mangyari ito. And to the fact na alam kong busy din siya right now, pinaunlakan pa rin tayo. Pero, teka lang, wait, may nakalimutan tayo. No, meron nga pala tayong co-host for this morning. Ayan. So, tinatawagan po natin ang ating co-host for this morning, si Ma'am Leia. Yes, Ma'am Leia, kamusta ka na?
Hello, good morning everyone. Okay ba yung ating audio?
Yes. Yes, okay na okay sa akin. Siguro sa kanila mo okay na rin. Naririnig niyo po ba kami? Na natin sa ating comment section. Okay. Ayan, okay. So, I think naririnig nila tayo. Ma'am Leia, before tayo mag-proceed sa ating discussion, no? Siyempre, hindi natin dapat kalimutan yung ating top management. So, we would like to acknowledge po the presence of our SDS and ASDS na nandito po sa atin ngayon. And, of course, to give us the opening remarks, may we call on our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ernest.
Hello, good morning po. Narinig ba ako ng mga taga Santa Rosa? Hello? So, kanina naman ay maganda ang sound ni na Ma'am Elaine, no? Tsaka maging si Mama Leia. Kaya I do believe na naririnig ako ng ating mga kasamahan sa webinar na ito. Muli ay magandang umaga at welcome sa ating third episode ng ating Pax Minimize Fears webinar series for personnel. So isa talagang totohanan na yung mga nakadalang datos o yung mga nakasulat ng mga karunungan ay nakabawas ng takot, nakabawas ng pangamba sa mga tao. At sa ating episode na ito ay napakaganda ng at tatalakayin, bukod pa nga sa napakahusay ng ating magiging guest speaker. Ito ay tungkol sa beauty. Wow, ano? Lahat yan ng after tayo lahat dyan sa beauty, wellness, and then personal care. Personal care amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Ano-ano ba ang mga dapat nating alamin o tandaan para malabanan natin itong kaganapan sa ating kapaligiran, lalo na ang epekto ng coronavirus o ng pandemic. Hindi lang sa ating sarili, kundi maging sa ating mga pamilya, sa ating mga kapwa manggagawa sa DepEd Division of Santa Rosa. Okay, una ay pasalamat muna tayo sa ating buting superintendent, Dr. Ella Tolentino, sa pagbigay niya ng kapahintulutan o karoon tayo ng ganitong seminar. Sa ating kasamahan sa SGOD, sa ating sa ating chief, Sir James Kingat, at sa ating chief ng CID, si Ma'am si Ma'am Luhinya Opren. And then sa ating kasamahan sa HRTD, pinangunahan ni Ma'am Elaine at ng kanyang mga kasama sa paghahanda ng ating nasabing seminar. Kaya ano nga ba ang mga nadudulot sa atin? Anong kabutihan ang maidudulot sa atin ng seminar na ito? Una, alam naman natin na pag-aalaga sa sarili ay mabuti at yun ay nagpapalakas ng ating mga pagkatao at maging ng ating kalakasan. Ano-ano ba ang mga kabutihang dulot ng pagkakaroon ng ganitong uri ng pag-aaral o sa webinar? Una, sa ating mga sarili, tayo nagkakaroon ng tiwala, At ang ating mga katrabaho, maging sa ating profesyon, nakakabuo tayo ng mga peer group, tulad nga ngayon, usong-uso yung mga GCs, na kung saan ay nabibigyan natin ng laya yung ating mga kaisipan, yung ating mga katanungan, nabibigay natin sa ating mga kasamahan, sa ating kapwa professional, o maging sa ating mga kaibigan, at nagkakaroon sila ng mga kasagutan na nagpapagaan sa ating mga kalooban, Lagi na doon yung ingat, lagi na roon yung take care, lagi na roon yung mga paalaala na tayo dapat ay magkaroon ng dobleng pag-iingat. Yung mga bagay na yun ay malaking kaluwagan sa ating mga kalooban. O maging sa ating physical na pangatawan, yung pag-ehersisyo na ating lagi na kinakampanya, maging sa ating dibisyon ay meron tayong kampanya ng wellness. Ito ay nagbibigay din ng malaking tulong upang ating malabanan yung ating pangamba sa pandemya o sa COVID o maging sa anumang uri ng karamdaman. Yung ating mga Zumba buddies na mga kakilala at kaibigan, yung ating mga running buddies, yung mga jogging buddies natin, yun ay mga nakapagbibigay ng dagdag na lakas ng loob at tiwala na kaya nating lampasan ng ating mga pandemya na dinadaanan. O maging sa ating pangkaisipan, sa ating psychological status, malaking bagay din ang pagkakaroon ng webinar dahil ito ang nagbubukas ng isipan at sabihin na natin na nagbibigay liwanag upang yung ating tutulog na kaisipan ay mabuksan at ating alamin yung mga bagay na makakatulong hindi lang sa ating sariling kaisipan kundi maging sa kaisipan ng ating mga kasamahan. ito rin ay may kinalaman sa pagpapaunlad ng emosyonal na bahagi ng ating pagkatao, no? Emosyonal sa ating pamilya, sa ating mga kaibigan, at sa ating mga kasamahan. Sa lahat, ito ay siyempre spiritual, mga yoga-yoga, no? Mga concentration, at higit sa lahat ay ang pananalangin na magkipagnayan tayo sa ating dakilang lumikha. Sa mga panahong ito, kailangan natin ang ganitong uri ng mga pagpapaunlad upang malampasan natin ang mga hamon ng ating pandemya. Kaya nasa natin na magiging mabunga ang umagang ito at sa ating guest speaker, talagang kailangan tayo makinig upang pabigyang linaw pa niya ano-ano ba ang mga karagdagang impormasyon ang mabibigay ng ating guest speaker upang lalo nating malabanan ang takot natin sa COVID-19. So muli, magandang umaga mga taga Santa Rosa, mabuhay tayong lahat. Thank you, Ma'am Elaine.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sir Lindo po, for gracing another this event po with us. No, salamat po. Dahil kahit po alam namin busy po kayo, attending also different kinds of webinars, meetings, so nandito pa rin po kayo to give us an opening remarks and give us an inspiration to continue doing this para sa ating mga ka-SDO no, sa Santa Rosa City, mga non-teaching and teaching personnel. Okay, Ma'am Leia, nandiyan ka pa ba?
Same here.
Hi, Ma'am Leia.
Ayan. Yes, I'm very excited sa ating webinar ngayon. This is not the typical webinar na ginagawa natin in the past months, di ba? Medyo light yung topic natin, but I think this is very interesting and it concerns us all. Lahat tayo kasi nakakalimutan natin minsan yung self-care.
Yes, tama ka dyan, Ma'am Leia. So, hi, no, for some time, for ilang months naka-quarantine ka na. Okay, so hindi ka na nakakapasok. Kamusta naman ang ginagawa mo sa house?
Nako, syempre kahit na nasa bahay tayo, marami tayong trabaho, tama ba? So, even if we are going to attend a virtual meeting, I don't know kung nagbibis pa tayo maayos o nagli-lipstick pa tayo or ngayon naka-lipstick tayo, Ma'am Eileen, no? Kasi tinitingnan nga natin na wag nating ma-set aside yung ating mga mga sarili. So kahit na online yung ating mga activities today, maganda pa rin na na hindi natin nakakalimutan yung mga bagay na yan. Okay. And also,
yes, oo, tama ka dyan. I heard also in one webinar.
Okay.
Yes, tama ka dyan, Ma'am Leia. So, I also heard that sa isang webinar na inatinan ko last time, na even though kayo ay working dapat, you also motivate yourself no sa bahay pa lang na gigising ako umaga, so anong kailangan preparation ko? Yung na preparation din, no? Na ginagawa natin kapag tayo talagang actual na pumapasok sa opisina. So, mag-makeup sa girls, no? Maliligo, and then kakain, and magbibihis na maayos. So, para daw ma-set natin yung mind natin, yung puso natin, na tayo ay gagawa ng task. Pero nga lang, sa bahay nga lang natin. I think mahirap ba para sa atin, lalo na pag ganito na nasa institute pa tayo, di ba? Kasi we are also working at home, doing the tasks sa opisina, and at the same time, working din sa bahay sa mga kids, no? So, medyo mahirap. Pero sabi nga natin, it's a time management. Sabi nga na first speaker natin sa episode 1. So, aside from the time management, di ba? Syempre, minsan nakakalimutan na nating mag-alaga ng sarili natin, eh, 'di ba? Yung, dati nakaka-fresh tayo 'no, pero ewan ko lang ngayon, ikaw ba Ma'am Lea kapagka ano ba, humaharap ka sa computer, eh, nagagawa mo pa rin ba yun na kailangan naka-makeup, naka-dress, or naka ano ka, nakadamit na maayos, 'di ba?
To be honest, not all the time, Ma'am Elaine. Minsan, di ba, pagising natin, may meeting agad.
Oo,
So, yan. Aminin natin, minsan hindi talaga
correct.
natin gagawin. Ito kasi new normal natin. Yun nga, hindi natin pwedeng kalimutan yung mga sarili natin. Sabi nga, if we're very stressed sa work natin, nakikita yan sa wrinkles natin, dumalayo sa wrinkles natin, and eye bags. Marami ako niyan. So, yun, I'm very
Correct,
excited
tama.
na mapakinggan yung ating topic for the day talaga, which is beauty, wellness, and personal care. And these three concepts, Ma'am Eileen, I believe hindi lang siya physical, di ba? There are a lot of other domains na we have to consider din. So, yun yung magandang malaman natin today.
Okay. So, Ma'am Lea, ang tanong ko lang kasi napag-usapan na natin, 'di ba, beauty and wellness. Eh, lang ba ito sa mga ano, beauty conscious or mga women? Paano naman yung kalalakihan? Kasama ba sila dito na pwedeng makinig sa ating discussion?
Oo, yan ang alamin natin later, no? Pag sinabi bang beauty, babae lang ba yan? So magandang tanong yan, Ma'am Elena.
Correct.
Tingin ko masasagot yan ang ating guest speaker for today. Talaga namang celebrity, ang nakuha natin. We're very lucky.
Yes, oo. Alam mo, kaya yung pinaghandaan ko nga ngayon, kailangan, ano rin ako, pag humarap ngayon sa camera, medyo, nakaayos din. Kasi talagang hindi biro tong resource speaker na in-invite natin for today. Okay? So, Ma'am Lea, excited na ako. Pakilala na po yung ating
Okay.
resource person.
I din kung napuputol ako kasi medyo napuputol dito sa side ko. So now, let me introduce to you our speaker for the day. She's been in the practice of anti-aging medicine and aesthetic dermatology for 16 years now. She's also in the practice of integrative medicine. She finished medicine at Our Lady of Fatima University. She's an alumna in National Skin Center, Singapore. She's a member of the Philippine Medical Association, Laguna Medical Society chapter. She's a member of the Philippine Association of Non-Surgical Aesthetics. She's also a member of the Philippine Anti-Aging Medicine Society. She finished her cosmetology in 2010 and became a full-fledged fellow at the Philippine Academy of Aesthetic Surgery, or PAAS. She is a former chief of clinics at Mhpss Medical Group in 32 branches nationwide from 2004 to 2006. She had been a consultant at various aesthetic centers in Manila, Philippines, such as Vitaderm, Godiva Skin Station, Cathy Valencia Skin Center, from 2006 to 2009. She is a medical director at Clinica Figura, Alabang. She is a former news anchor sa Hato Balita, UNTV 37, from 2015 to 2017. She is a regular TV host at UNTV channel's Good Morning Kuya morning show from 2013 up to present. She is also the main host of UNTV channel's Doctors on TV. She is a resource speaker of organic acai berry and Mhpss soap. Of both You Talk with Mhpss online show, and also the founding president of the Philippine Anti-Aging Medicine and Clinical Aesthetic Society, or PAMCAS, since 2011. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you our guest speaker for the day, Dr. Sarah E. Barbacabadil. Good morning, Doc Sarah.
Good morning, Ma'am Leia. Thank you to you. Thanks to you and to Ma'am Eileen. Okay, so if something bad happens, they say that something good comes out of it. And we have all been in this pandemic, in this situation for 5 months now. Okay, and but this situation has taught us a lot. So we became more resilient. We learned how to adapt, and we have started embracing the new normal. That's why we are all here. Okay, so a pleasant and a very blessed day to everyone. It's an honor for me to be with all of you here. And, the people of DepEd Santa Rosa will always have a special place in my heart because, as you all know, I am the loving wife of Dr. Elaine Paul Cavadil, whom you have considered as a family for 11 years, okay? And especially those from the health and nutrition section. You've always shown nothing but love and support, not only to him, but to our family as well. And with that, I will always be grateful. And of course, I appreciate the invitation of, especially of the organizers, Ma'am Leia Ibayan, the better half of Sir Adele, who's really a good friend of my husband, Dr. Elaine, and Ma'am Elaine, okay, and who's the daughter of somebody I really love, Ma'am Tabora, but it's another story in another time. And thank you also to Dr. Ernesto Lindo. Thank you, sir, for the kind words earlier. And of course, greetings and respect go to our SDS, Dr. Manuela Tolentino. Thank you, ma'am. I'd like to commend the whole DepEd Santa Rosa for coming up with this series of webinars, because especially nowadays, we really need a very good support system, no, to be able to withstand all the trials that we've been facing for like several months already. And okay, so how are you? I hope you and your family are doing well, no? Especially during this definitely trying times. And a lot of us have been cooped up around the house, and but that doesn't mean that we'll always be or will be threatened in facing all these battles, no? So we have to still, win this game. And how are we gonna do this, no? So today, I was tasked to talk on beauty, wellness, and personal care amidst the pandemic. And so we have first, of course, can we move on to the next slide, please, ma'am? Okay, so we have to be able to consider the different domains which are really important. So first will be the mental and the emotional health aspects. Next slide, please, ma'am. Okay, so it's very important that we always stay informed. So we need to get updates, okay, from the outside world. So dapat lagi nating alam, no, what's going on outside. So the updates that the government has always been informing us. So alam natin what's going on already, no. So we won't be panicking. And but of course we need to filter all the information that we have been getting, no. And yeah, so with the next slide, so it says there that we need to have a routine. And so we have to keep up with daily routines as far as possible or make new ones. So I'm sure you will be able to relate if I say na parang all of us have new routines since the pandemic situation set in. Okay, so ang dami, diba? A lot of us have started cooking, baking, what else? Planting. So in our home, no, my husband, so we started planting bean sprouts. So yun din yung hina-harvest namin. So we'll have vegetables during the weekend. So yun. And then also, some people, yun, so they've been into exercising, yung iba nagpipilates, nag-yoga. So iba-iba yung mga activities nila. A lot have been into online selling. Okay, so marami yung may mga budget pa, online shopping. And then, ito daw yung two new pandemic verbs eh. So, one is Zooming. Okay, so though we have a different online platform now for this webinar, it's StreamYard, but marami kasi ngayon into webinars and they use the Zoom platform. So, kaya Zooming yung isang verb. And then another one would be, TikToking. I'm sure a lot of you can relate, no? So, yan. Okay. So, it's healthy that we still, get to be productive despite the situation we're in at the moment. No, so I mean, these changes help us, give us support para we can like fight this battle. And it's also important daw, apparently, according to a psychologist, to also have, as a specific space in the house. Kahit maliit lang ang ating bahay, magandang meron tayong space that we call our own, so we can do our new routine. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, so we have to stay informed, but of course we have to minimize the news feeds. Seek the latest information at specific times of the day. So if it's needed once or twice a day, it would really help. No, but ako, I suggest personally that we have to filter out the stories that we get to hear from the net. No, kasi syempre we all feel bad with what's happening already, and we don't need any more new how to call that, upcoming bad news. Okay, so hindi na, we've had enough already. Okay, so and like for example, have you heard of this story from another country? Kasi alam natin, like in US, di ba, parang people usually they really work kasi because of the bills that they, or the loans that they need to pay. Okay, so this parang work na sobrang taas ng work, how to call, working hours nila. Okay, so for a long time, this couple daw, so a husband and a wife, so after getting married, they haven't really learned how how they haven't experienced being with each other full time. So ito, for the first time, because of the lockdown, they got to experience being with each other, and sadly, they ended up getting divorced. Okay, so that's one sad story. So ang dami talagang nabago nitong situation natin. But so like what I said, you do not want sad stories. So ito naman, but this situation also brought us a lot of love stories. No, so have you heard of this story that was posted in a social media account? One hospital in along EDSA, okay, posted this. Parang a husband got COVID positive, okay, got a COVID infection. And of course, with the hospital regulation, the wife wasn't allowed, or anybody else wouldn't be allowed to be with a patient, with a COVID positive patient inside the room. But of course, the wife signed a waiver. So she was willing to take care of her loving husband. And she was ready to face the risk of being infected too. So as expected, both of them got the infection. And so they were admitted in the same hospital room. Okay. But the good thing here is that they were able to win the battle, the COVID-19 battle. And so the hospital posted that they graduated from the infection, and the medical staff in that same floor assisted their in their exit towards the elevator. There were balloons. There was a what's this? There was a streamer. And everybody was like really happy because they were together in battling COVID-19. Okay, and then I heard another story in US, naman, no, that there the a husband. Okay, the couple has five children. Okay, they're all adults. They all have families of their own. Okay, so the husband got the infection, and it was really severe. And the wife was really, determined in taking care of her husband. So she took care of him rather. And so nangyari, they got the infection, but actually, because of the hospital regulation, so the wife was being prevented from getting or taking care of her husband. But sadly, they both passed away. So in the posts, the children, especially the eldest, she felt like the wife, her mom, okay, was so unfair in choosing her husband over her children. But siguro because of the decades of togetherness, it was really the wife had the call of or the right of deciding on that. But eventually, the eldest, she released a statement na she understands, and she really admired the love that the couple had for each other. Okay, so these are just two of the good stories that this situation has brought us already. Okay, so tayo naman, syempre we do not want naman like uh sad stories, but we want like positive vibes lang, yan ang tawag natin ngayon eh. So positive vibes. Okay, next slide please. Okay, social contact is important. So if your movements are restricted, keep in regular contact with people close to you by telephone and online channels. Okay, so naku, napaka-importante nitong communication na to, especially those who are on quarantine. Okay, so we have to make them feel that they are not alone, no? Kasi syempre, kung ako naman ang patient, so syempre, ang dami nang namamatay around us, not only here in the Philippines, but globally, no? And parang we still don't have the vaccines yet. Wala pa ring definitive treatment, okay, to this infection. So imagine, so physically ill na nga, and then you're mentally disturbed because of the condition that you have, and then tapos emotionally parang down ka pa rin because you feel like you're alone. Okay, so ito napaka-importante nito, that we'll be able to let a patient or at least a PUI, no, feels that he or she is not alone. Okay, so a text, especially a call, will really make a big difference. Let's show some love. Okay, ito, social media. So use your social media accounts to promote positive and hopeful stories, correct misinformation wherever you see it. So I mentioned about this a while ago. Support health workers. So take opportunities online or through your community to thank your country's healthcare workers and all those working to respond to COVID-19. So this is self-explanatory. So, okay, so my heart goes not only for the health workers, but to all other forms of frontliners. So nako, imagine, so for us to be safe lang at home, so these people are really going out of their way and taking the risk. So okay, so yung risk na hindi magkasakit sila, even their families, just to take care of the majority. Okay, so talagang dapat irespeto natin at mahalin, pakitaan natin ng malasakit at pagpapahalaga ang ating mga frontliners. Actually, lahat even those who have been working from home, kasi from time to time, they also need to report and get some stuff from their offices and from the store. So itong mga to, even yung mga sales personnel, imagine, so kahit sarado na majority ng establishments, but those providing us with our basic needs, bukas ang mga supermarkets, and these people, so nandiyan sa atin, sila talagang they still get to work, okay? So daily, no, para tayo ay mabigyan ng ating mga pangangailangan, so, makatulong sila sa atin. So we have to show them that we value them. Okay, so ito, okay, so basically, on top of the mental and emotional health, okay, so napaka-importante rin nung spiritual aspect, okay, so and all together plus our family and friends, okay, so kahit na we're like practicing social distancing, so we're just doing most of the things right now via online pathway, okay, so hindi to impossible for us to be able to, render our support, show that we love and care. And for the prayers, so they should always be on top of everything, no? So with a lot of prayers, it's impossible that we won't be able to make it this mentally and emotionally. Next slide, please. Prayers. Next slide, please. Okay, so we mentioned about being mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stable. Now, okay, so kasi yun ang mga inuna kong slides kasi these are the things that I really personally think that will help us make through these challenges or during these trying times. But of course, our body needs to be ready. Okay, so we have to first stay physically active. So paano, no? So we have to exercise. The WHO or the World Health Organization really recommend that an adult daw should have at least 30 minutes of exercise or mobility within the day. Okay, so that's 30 minutes per day. And then, for the kids naman, at least an hour. Okay, kasi sila mas kailangan nila talaga kasi they're like in the growing period, okay, growing stage. So they need to build up their muscles still, no? So hindi pa pwede na idle lang sila sa bahay. Next slide, please. Okay, so there are different exercises naman. If you have like medyo maalwan po na or malaki pong backyard, okay? So and you have your masks on and still with the protective shields, you can like take a short walk or run or jog, okay, or take a ride if you have a bicycle. And then at home, pwede rin ikaw magpilates, mag-yoga, or like na-mention kanina ni Dr. Lindo, mga nagzuzumba, di ba? Okay, so ang dami naman, you can like check some videos online and just follow them. So napaka-importante that we always stay physically active. Next slide, please. Okay, so apart from that, from being mobile, okay, so we have to maintain a very nutritious and well-balanced diet. Okay, so let me reiterate the importance. So it's not only, next slide please, that it's important we do not disregard the micronutrients. Of course, we do have the macronutrients, the carbohydrates, the proteins and fats, no? But let's not disregard the micronutrients as well. Okay, napaka-importante niya. These micronutrients are of equivalent importance with that of the macronutrients. So, I'm sure lahat tayo nagva-vitamin C, no? Napaka-importante. Actually, I remember, nagkakaubusan ng stocks, not only here sa mga drugstores, okay, nearby drugstores. So, even sa Bambang, nagkakaubusan. Kaya ang dami na nga ring brands ang lumabas. Buti that the FDA is really mabilis in coming up with their regulations, no? Kaya marami ring na-approve kaagad, to be able to keep the supply kasi sobrang mataas ang demand. Okay, so what are these micronutrients that really are essential? So whether tayo po ay free from COVID pa and hopefully talagang kahit matapos ng pandemic na tayo, we're all COVID-free, no? And then those naman po na nagkameron and then hopefully and they're still, battling with it. So, ito po yung magandang mga pwede nilang micronutrients. So, vitamin C, I do not know kayo paano kayo nagtitake, but it's imperative to know that the oral half-life, okay, of vitamin C is only 4 hours. Meaning, kasi sabihin ng iba, naku, actually, I take like 2,000 milligrams a day. Yeah, that's good, okay, 2,000 milligrams. Lalo na kung walang renal problem. Kasi we know that that vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin, okay? So, ang magtutunaw dyan ay yung mag-metabolize yan would be our kidneys. And if we do not have ample amount of fluid to metabolize it, so we'll give our kidneys really a burden, okay? So, going back. Now, so, syempre, we have, knowing the shelf life of 4 hours, we have to distribute the dosage. Okay, so we have to take like, siguro it's better that yung 2,000 milligrams na tinitake po, okay, should be divided into like 4 doses or more. Actually, 500 milligrams every 4 hours. So yun pong mga kakilala natin na COVID positive, we can advise them, actually, they can get like 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Yung positive po ha, okay, yung nag-positive po. 1,000 milligram of vitamin C every hour for the next 6 hours, okay? Thereafter, 1,000 milligrams every 4 hours na po. Okay? So ulit, pagka nag-positive, if COVID positive, vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams every hour. So kunyari, what time is it now? It's about 10 a.m. So 10 a.m., 1,000 milligrams. 11, 12, 1, 2, until 3 p.m. every hour po. So 1,000 milligrams. That's for 6, okay, consecutive hours. Thereafter, so susunod na po, sa 1 ako nagtigil, 1 o'clock ako natigil, ay tama ba? So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 3 p.m. Yung next ko po would be every 4 hours na. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So every 4 hours na po habang active pa po yung infection. But don't forget to hydrate. Okay? So our kidneys hindi mahihirapan. Okay? Plus kapag sick naman po tayo, yung vitamin C po talaga hindi nagkakaroon ng hindi nagsistay ng matagal sa katawan kasi na-use up. Especially that the offending agent now is a virus. Okay? So vitamin C has a direct antiviral activity. Okay? So along with vitamin C, we have the zinc, okay? So napaka-importante ng zinc. So kaya marami po ngayon ng vitamin C preparations that come with zinc with it. Okay, so apart from that, napaka-importante rin ng vitamin D, okay? Vitamin D, yan po ay binibigay din po sa ibang mga viral infections. So, for example, like measles and other viral sicknesses, no? Binibigay din po siya. Vitamin D, vitamin A. Yung zinc, by the way, helps vitamin A be converted to its active form. Kaya maganda, we take also vitamin A. So let's not forget also yung ating selenium. Yan, importante. So these are just a few of the vitamins and minerals or the micronutrients that are essential in battling a COVID-19 infection. So tayo naman po, meron naman po, like lahat naman tayo nag-online. Like now, naka-online tayo. So later, you might want to check yung mga RDA, yung mga required doses, daily doses, okay, of the micronutrients that I have mentioned. Yeah. Next slide, please. Okay, so I mentioned about this, stay hydrated, lalo na po yung may mga nag-positive. Kasi di ba, the presentation also comes with fever, and we know that pag may fever po tayo, an individual kasi is prone to dehydration. Ako I highly recommend that instead of us po na kuha lang is glass, so probably bili tayo ng isang malaking tumbler kasi 'di ba lagi nang paulit-ulit sinasabi 8 glasses of water in a day. So usually a liter po kasi would have around 4 glasses. Okay, so maganda maka 2 to 3 liters a day po of water. Now, para na monitor natin yung water intake natin. Maganda meron tayong isang malaking tumbler. If you can get a tumbler which has a capacity of 2 or 3 liters. So para makikita nyo, nako, hindi pa nauubos. So basically, konti pa lang nainom ko. Kasi like ako, personally, I'm guilty of this. No? Para akong ibon uminom. My friends during med would always say, Sarah, parang hindi kaya tayo uminom ng water ngayon. And then, of course, my husband, I really appreciate, tatawag pa yan in the clinic, tatawagan yung staff, nakainom ba ng water si Doktora Sarah today? Kasi sometimes if we're, hooked to work, hindi na natin na-monitor kung nakakainom pa ba tayo. But this is really essential. Next slide, please. Okay, so the next coming slides would be like, you would see salt. So bawal yung very high yung salt content ng pagkain. What else? So we have then yung mga sugary foods. Bawal din. Okay, so we have to limit the sugar intake. Tapos, of course, sana iwasan natin pa rin yung mga nagsismoke po and those who really consume a lot of alcoholic drinks. No? Kasi, di ba here, COVID-19 infection daw kasi, the adults are hardly hit, no? But of course, the young ones are not spared from having the infection. Okay, so, and another group, okay, so would be those having comorbidities o yung may mga existing illnesses na po. Now, if you subject ourselves, kung dito itong mga individuals na to ay prone na nga to begin with, basically nasa parang very high age bracket, tapos may existing illness na, tapos tuloy-tuloy pa rin, kumbaga may diabetes na, and then mataas pa rin yung pagkain ng mga ng sugary foods, and then o kaya may complication na like diabetic nephropathy, may problema na sa kidneys, and then so the immune system really goes down. Okay, so and kung kunyari hindi ka naman magkaroon ng COVID-19, but of course if you would be needing consult because of, kunyari, nagkaroon ka ng attack or nagkaroon ka ng complication from an existing illness. So, baka mamaya makakuha pa tayo ng COVID-19 infection po if we go to the hospitals. No matter how hospitals really parang have been disinfecting and sanitizing the institution, especially, syempre po, marami pa rin nag-in and out, okay? So, we do not want being exposed to them. So, kaya napaka-importante to always keep our health at its maximum po. Next slide, please. Okay, so kanina it was mentioned, so get enough sleep. So it's important. So it's not like parang, okay, we feel fresh now, we feel parang recharged. So tayo po, the basic unit of our body are the cells, okay, of the human body are cells. So our cells also recharge kapag ka natutulog tayo. So, get ample amount of it. So, kung kaya pa rin natin na maka 8 hours na tuloy-tuloy po, napaka-importante yon. Kasi, remember, pagka natulog tayo, so syempre nagre-recharge sila. Pag gising natin, these our cells, actually yung ibang ang cells, kahit tulog po tayo, they continuously work. Okay? So, kaya napaka-importante that we give them time to recharge, produce some energy or ATP para at least the following day, pag mataas yung ating immune system, malakas tayo, kung maka-encounter tayo ng patients or with COVID-19 infection, madali natin itong malabanan, okay? So, dahil hindi bagsak ang ating immunity, okay? So, the soldiers in us are ready in battling, okay? Next slide, please. Naku, I'm sure, ito yung pinaka-iniintay ng lahat, the skincare tips. Okay, so, syempre, ang sarap, like, galing tayo dun sa previous slide na get enough sleep. Okay, so, ang sarap rin naman gumising in the morning na, that's facing the mirror, na parang, parang ang ganda ko today, or parang ang gwapo ko today. Diba, masarap makita yun na parang, parang, I look a lot younger compared yesterday. Okay, so, napakasarap ma-feel nun, ano? And how do we get, parang how we get this compliment from ourselves, not only from our nanay, kasi di ba ang nanay daw natin ang ating biggest fan. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so our skin kasi is a reflection of what's going on inside. So alam natin, so meron tayong idea if somebody's anemic, mababa ang red blood cell count, hemoglobin, and hematocrit. Sabihin, usually maputla din sila. Yun namang may mga liver diseases, okay, they present with jaundice, so madilaw ang balat. Yung iba rin naman ay, say for example, ano pa ba, yung mga dehydrated, naku, nangangati ang balat. Sabi nga, di ba sa commercial, you have seen, I'm sure you were able to watch that, nakapagsulat ng dry, okay, na word sa kanilang arm, no? So basically, so yung skin natin, kailangan natin pangalagaan. And inuna ko tong hand care kasi most of us, of course, with the situation that we're all in, so we would want to sanitize talaga and disinfect our hands from time to time, okay? So kasi 'di ba sabi nga we have to assume na parang lahat ng na-encounter natin ngayon positive para protected tayo. So nagiging OC everyone. So what we do, we always wash our hands, and then after that, we use alcohol then, no? So okay, these measures really cause a lot of so much drying up of the skin. Okay, so iba sa atin nangangati na, no? So okay. So when we do this, so pagka nag-hand wash tayo, let me reiterate na sabi nga dapat nakatapos ka ng isang birthday song. Overuse na nga sa akin tong joke na to, sabi, okay, so na-finish mo na yung happy birthday song twice. And then after that, you can still close your eyes and make a wish. So habang nag-wish, ano ka pa rin, nag-wash ka pa rin. So siguro naman, malinis na talaga yung hands mo. And thereafter, mag-use ka pa rin ng alcohol, okay? So, kasi it won't suffice that we'll just use alcohol to sanitize. Kasi po, ikot-ikot lang din sila. Okay? So, kung may nakuha tayong viruses, andun lang din sila. Okay? So, dapat may free-flowing water. However, with this span of time, natatanggal natin, nasisira natin protective barrier of the skin. Okay? So, natatanggal yung oil and fats that our skin has. Okay? And with that, so madali na ngayon makapenetrate yung mga offending agents sa ating balat. Okay, so pwede din magkaroon ng mga ibang skin problems. Okay, so after alcoholizing, we can use yung personal natin na hand lotion. So pwede tayong maggamit nun. Even guys, please, huwag tayong mahiya if nagamit tayo nun. Kasi syempre kaysa mas gusto natin yun rather than magkaroon tayo ng mga skin problems sa kamay natin. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay, so, the facial care. So, next slide, please. Okay, so nowadays, the problem is that hindi naman lahat they get to visit their dermatologists prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, no? But I'm sure hindi man yun regularly nila ginagawa. Still, pagka may sweldo tayo, may extra budget, yung iba nagvi-visit pa rin ng mga facial centers. Okay, so and now, syempre hindi na natin magawa yon. So you can still do some procedures at home. So naglagay ako dito para at least madagdagan yung mga routines niyo po. Especially, but I understand that you're all working from home, but on a weekend, okay, in the afternoon when you're off from work already, your online work, so pwede kayong do a little exfoliation. Kasi, okay, bakit yung iba, even at an old age already, they still look young? Okay, our skin kasi, 'di ba, parang it has yung tinatawag na regeneration process. Okay, so below 45 years of age, so studies had shown that every 28 to 30 days, okay, so yun ulit, below 45 years of age, who among you do still fall under that age bracket? So, yun daw po, every 28 to 30 days or every month, nagpapalit yung cells natin. Hindi lang natin nakikita yung skin cells natin kasi microscopically this happens. Okay, so, pero nagpapalit siya. Now, those naman po above 45 years of age, the cellular renewal takes place like between 45 and 60 days. Okay, so mas mabagal na kasi syempre pag tumatanda na nga po, bumabagal na lahat, no? So even ourselves. So that's every 45 to 60 days or every 1.5 to 2 months. Okay, so hindi lang natin nakikita. Now, kaya yung iba, they look younger kasi they have assisted their skin cells. Okay, so hindi nila inintay na yung regular process, regular cellular regeneration to just happen on parang without any aid. Okay, so ito kailangan tinutulungan natin. So, kaya ang exfoliation po or pagbabalat is really essential. Okay, so dahil hindi na nga po maka-visit ng mga facial clinic, so pwede kayong makagawa. Okay, so get a base. When you say base, it's where the other ingredients will be suspended. So you can use honey, okay, yogurt, okay, pero pwedeng wag nyo na lang din po sila ipag-mix. You can come up. Depende po kasi if oily or dry yung skin. But ito, pinik ko kasi ito para hindi masyado kayong ma-confuse. No? So, say for example, you'll be using yogurt. So, pour parang 2 tablespoons of sugar and then you can make a scrub already. O kaya honey with sugar. So, whether it be white or a brown sugar, okay, so you can mix yun po and then you just have to massage it gently, okay, in an upward circulation and upward and circulatory motion, okay, very gently lang po. Do not rub much kasi syempre we do not want, syempre these are granules, no, ang sugar pa rin. We do not want parang subjecting our skin to high friction, okay, so and then okay, so we and then after that, we can leave it for 20 minutes. Okay, after that, pwede rin kayo, if you have sabila or aloe vera, pwede rin kayong mag-squeeze a bit. So yung gel niyan, yun ang pwede yung gawing mask afterwards. Okay, and then, just rinse it off. So, you can do this initially kapag virgin na skin, ibig sabihin hindi pa nakapagpapil ever. Okay, so pwede nyo pong gawin to twice a week for 2 weeks. And then, thereafter kahit once a week or later on, pagka-feeling nyo, baka minsan nag-hapdi na po. So, pwede po kahit once a month. So, at least, sure natin na yung mga deep-seated dirt and the dead cells are all gone. But of course, this is applicable po dun sa mga skin which is actually free from acne. Kasi we do not want naman, if may active po na acne breakouts, baka these particles will get inside. No? So, that we do not want. Now, dun naman po sa may mga skin problems, a lot of dermatologists naman now are, willing to give online consultations. Kami po, I'm a part of the UNTV family, if I may mention po. We do public service, no? You can catch me po, Doctors on TV. Nagbibigay po kami ng mga free lectures, okay, online. And then this is being aired every Sundays at 9 a.m. And then the Good Morning Kuya team. So, hindi lang mo po sa skin. So, Mondays to Fridays, may binibigay din po kami. Nag-educate po kami. And we also answer online questions. So, pagka nahiya kayo na magpakita naman via Zoom. Okay, so, next slide, please. Okay, so it's important that we also have yung topical regimen natin, okay? So, like for example, so you usually start with the facial soap, no? The facial soap, di ko alam kung saan kayo mga hiyang. I do not know what you've been using, no? And if you're hiyang, you can use that. You can also try some products which have not organic or natural ingredients, like our partner company, for today's webinar, the Mestiza Philippines. So they came up with really good formulations. So they only use natural ingredients like calamansi, papaya, calamansi. They also have virgin coconut oil, banana. Okay, so these are all natural extracts, no? And they are suspended in virgin coconut oil. Maganda po kasing virgin coconut oil. So they have the the classic variant, 33% of VCO yan, and the prime variant, they have 40% of VCO. So that's the highest in the market. Why am I mentioning this? Not only for promotional purpose. So because VCO, kasi lalo ngayon hindi tayo maka-visit sa mga dermatologists natin. And VCO has a very good antimicrobial activity, be it bacteria, fungi, and viruses. So napaka-importante. So we can just, and these are not harsh na po because it's being processed via cold method. So the glycerin and other moisturizing ingredients still the soap bar still has it, no, kahit po dahil hindi po siya nag-undergo ng hot process. Okay, so after number 1, okay, so after cleansing with soap, okay, you need to have your cleansing toners kasi syempre whatever particles or debris which have been left on the skin after use of a soap, facial soap. So, syempre, we get a cotton pad, okay, so, and then we can check kung malinis na ba yung face natin. So, napaka-importante na lagi tayong clean, especially now po that we've been using masks, no? I understand kasi we do not want naman to use ordinary masks na mas mura. Pero syempre, masyado rin namang magastos if daily magpapalit tayo ng like N95 or even yung KN95, okay? So, and the dirt kasi nandun pa rin siya. So, kaya napaka-importante we always clean our face. And if we're prone to acne, okay, yung iba kahit hindi po prone to acne, may dinevelop sila na term, we call that maskne. So this is actually acne developed or which broke out because of prolonged use of masks, no? So ito po nagkakaroon ng irritation dito sa may jowl area, tungkol jaw area, no? Okay, so imagine, ang tagal nandiyan yung mask natin. So yung dirt yesterday na naiwan po sa mask would be rubbing off with our skin. Okay, so especially kung meron ng breakout, so makakapasok, and then, so the cycle just goes on and on. So that we do not want. So kapag ganyang meron na, I highly suggest that we seek a consult from our dermatologist so we can be given, or we can be prescribed with like mga acne gels that come with an antibiotic and a keratolytic in it. Okay, so keratolytic meaning nag-exfoliate po ng dead cells. Okay, so may antibiotic. So prior to putting on the mask, so we apply our yung mga antibiotic gels, and then of course let's not forget to still put on sunscreens. Okay, so kasi syempre alam natin pag nagkaroon ng irritations, prone po yan pag namaga po ang skin natin, magkakaroon ng pamamaga, and prone po yan sa PIH. So PIH stands for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, or yung simpleng nagda-darken po. Hindi lamang po dito, yung iba pong nakakagat ng lamok or any insect bite, diba, after that, or natalamsikan po ng mantika while cooking, while frying. Okay, so diba nagda-darken yan? We call that PIH. Okay, so yun. So sa face natin, kung meron na tayong mga irritations from prolonged use of mask, okay, so syempre, pwede pong mag-PIH yan. So now, lalo na kung ma-expose kasi sa sun, okay, so sa heat. Okay, so basically, kung meron tayong sunscreen, nag-apply tayo ng sunscreens, of course, with SPF factor at least 50 po, no? That's what we recommend. So, mami-minimize po yung chances or the risk of developing PIH. Next slide, please. Okay, so, yun. So, as wrap up, we have emphasized the importance of mental, emotional and spiritual stability. So I was able to give you inputs on how to build our immune system, and of course, the beauty part. Okay, so how to still look good despite the pandemic situation that we're all in. And of course, I'd like to promote lang po, no, please please follow us. My FB page is Dr. Sara Barba Cabodil, and at Clinica Figura PH. Next slide, please. Okay, and for Mhpss Philippines, at Mhpss Philippines, both on FB, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Okay, and for Twitter, you can follow them at Mhpss Skincare. Next slide, please. Okay, and of course, you may also check us out every Fridays po, no, at 4:30 p.m. We have FB Live broadcasting of Beauty Talk with Miss Tiza. We always discuss here we give beauty tips here po, no? And if you have topic suggestions, you may message us through Messenger, okay? And Doctors on TV po, which airs every Sundays at 9 a.m. But we have FB Live broadcasting po. That is actually our taping, which happens every Friday at 2 p.m. No, sa sa Facebook page ko po. And of course, Good Morning Kuya every Mondays po from 6 a.m. to 8:30. Thank you very much. And I hope meron po kayong natutunan sa aking diniscuss today. And again, I would like to commend this effort of the whole DepEd Santa Rosa team for your series of webinar that really provides a very good support system for everyone in this institution. Thank you very much. God bless and ingat po tayo lahat. Back to our hosts, Ma'am Leia and Ma'am Elaine.
Yes, thank you, Doc Sarah. Thank you for that wonderful topic na na-share niyo sa amin. I think Ma'am Leia is here with us also.
Meron pa tayong surprise ngayon. After ng talk ni Doc Sara, pwede po tayo magtanong
Ma'am,
ngayon.
Dr. Sara, yeah, oo. Siguro invite uli natin si Doc Sara para po sa Q&A portion po natin.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yan, thank you. Live, medyo naglalag din ang ating mga internet connections. Okay. So, Ma'am Leia, marami ka bang natutunan kanina kay Doc Sara? Ako marami. List ko nga eh.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Actually.
I hope hindi ko po kayo na-bore
Puputol
lahat. Kasi parang it's like, this is the the norm now di ba? Parang it's hard to be talking in front of a computer na I cannot see the viewers, the audience. So, I'm just trying to expound on on each item.
Marami po kaming natutunan,
Opo,
Doc.
yan po talaga, Doc, ang new normal ngayon. Kami din nanibago rin kasi nung webinar.
Yes, opo.
Alright.
Well, waiting tayo dun sa Ma'am Elaine, yung ating mga questions. Oo. Siguro, nandito ba yung ating mga kasama from Mhpss Philippines? Silang meron tayong i-announce. Nandito na ba sila?
Okay, so while waiting po for our partner couple, the Miss any questions, please pakitype na lang po sa ating chat box so that we read po and ipipin po Dr. Sarah can also read and answer your questions directly. Ay, meron na rin po mga questions. So before that, baka po Ma'am Leia ay available na po ang ating from the Miss sa Philippines.
So baka meron na tayong pwedeng mga ma-read na questions for our open forum.
Just a recap
Ito may
kanina
nakita ko, Ma'am Elaine.
from Ms. Disa. Yes po.
Can I read na one question?
Yes, Ma'am Leia, go ahead, please. Thank you.
Ito, may nagtanong po. Ay, teka lang, nawala.
So go ahead. I'll go ahead.
Okay, ang dami pong question. Di ko alam unahin ko. Wait lang. Kadal, ito from Miss Remedios, Dr. De Guzman. Remedios De Guzman. Good morning po. Kadalasan po sa mga maedad na tulad ko, yung pekas sa mukha. Paano po ito manggal?
Okay, so usually po, we call this, yung mga skin discolorations natin, kalimitan nangyayari sa kanila, no, sa mga individuals na merong prior use of mga photosensitizing agents and then hindi po sila nakapag-apply ng sunblock, okay? So ako, I highly suggest, unang-una, we have to correct the habit. Okay, so hindi man maka-help ang sunblock para mag-lighten siya, but it can prevent, okay, further skin discoloration. Usually kasi once melasma has set in or has become visible, so chances are lumalaki yan. Kasi prone sila eh. Dahil usually naman, we get exposed sa sun, although mas prone po ay yung mga prominences or eminences sa face natin, like yung mas matatangos yung ilong dito po, or here sa apples of the cheek, or yung iba mas prominent yung kanilang chin. Now, pwede po kayong magkuha ng mga whitening agents, okay? Go for something na, like, that comes with arbutin. Ako kasi, I do not really recommend mga hydroquinone preparations kasi nakaka-lighten, but the problem with that is, kapag po nainitan, even not really from direct sunlight, even from cooking, the heat from there can actually stimulate po yung mga melanocytes to produce, these are the cells po na nagpo-produce ng dark pigment sa skin natin. So, pwede pong mag-darken. So kaya ako usually nire-recommend ko yung arbutin. Arbutin, medyo mas mahal lang kumpara sa mga hydroquinone preparations, no? But sila po pwedeng gamitin for long. And meron din yung parang protection, may UVA filters din siya pinoprovide. At the same time, anti-inflammatory also. So, hindi na mamagay yung ating mga skin cells, no? Yun. So, yun po yung i-recommend ko. But usually, these mga whitening agents are available from sa mga dermatologists po. Yun po siya. And then, of course, you can try like yung mga sabon also that comes with papaya, no? Pero ako nga, I-suggest po sana, kasi ako personally, my skin gets irritated pag gumagamit ako ng mga ordinary on the shelves po, yung mga nabibili natin sa mga groceries na mga iba na mga like yung mga kojic soap preparations. Ako, that's why, kaya ako ay partnered with Mhpss kasi their soap bars are not harsh, okay? They have yung very high glycerin content and with the VCO nga po. So, it has yung papain enzyme, okay, which is good in lightening po. So, it prevents formation of dark pigment. So, yun, you might want to try it po. Thank you for your question, Ma'am Remedios.
Meron din yan eh. So, tatay ko din yan. Yes. Another question po from Ma'am Corazon Giao. Is it true daw po that while we are in lockdown, we should also take care of physical well-being? To look good is also to feel and think. Ayan, parang ina na lang niya. Na kailangan daw i-take care daw po bang physical lockdown. Syempre, di ba?
Yes, very true po. No, that's what we emphasized during the
So,
lecture.
Oh, another-
So, it could be holistic. Thank you, Ma'am Corazon, for that comment.
Meron po naman from Ma'am Wine or Wine 22. Is it okay daw po sorting to tablets or taking the tablets po?
I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Ano po yun, Ma'am Elaine? Nag-lag po.
Okay. Is it okay daw po just to take foods rich in vitamins than sorting to tablets?
Okay, so the supplements kasi, yun na nga, that's in addition, that's in adjunct dun sa ating well-balanced na and nutritious diet. But of course, hindi naman like for example, we can't for example, ilang beses tayo magsusqueeze ng mga fruits, no? Baka mamaya kulang din po yon to provide us with certain the RDA or the required dose of of a certain vitamin or mineral. So maganda, apart from the diet that we take in, we also have some supplements. We just have to check and make sure that the brand we're taking in is talagang FDA regulated po. Yun po yung napaka-importante. And yun, like what I mentioned a while ago, we can check online for the daily requirements that our body needs. Okay, so para to make sure na tama po yung ating doses, enough po or more than enough for I mean to protect our body and to keep our immune defenses up all the time.
Okay. Ayan. So, Ma'am Leia, meron ka ba diyang mga comments or questions?
Ito naman, may question dito si Ma'am Ann Abelida. Nakita na ba natin ito kanina? Sabi niya, I regularly wash my face using regular soap. Also with the body through shower. But I noticed po parang nagkakaroon ako ng small bits warts sa katawan. Paano ito maiiwasan?
Okay, so yung warts po or kulugor actually of viral origin. So actually marami tayong majority ng population meron po niyan, no? So even sometimes yung mga younger kids, especially yung mga naglaro sa mga computer shops kasi we can like transmit them parang naililipat natin. In fact, like if kunyari, if I have on the face and then I scratch my face and then I touch my neck, so I can pass it on to other parts of my body. Okay, so meron pong mga nabibili sa mga drugstores, okay, na parang mga I don't want to mention the brand, no. The parang like it's like a sticker or it's a stick on na that comes with salicylic acid on it or in it rather. However, I discourage that because even po hindi po yung warts, hindi lang po yung warts ang nababurn. Even the normal surrounding tissue uh, gets burned as well. So that we do not want. And then the patient will be ending up with a not so nice na scar talaga compared pag po pinagawa niyo yan sa isang trained na dermatologist. Okay? So that's even better. So siguro when it's all safe na you just go visit your dermatologist and then have them removed. Yan naman po ay hindi masakit kasi we put on topical anesthesia. We just let it absorb for like 30 minutes and then after that, yun po, we do the procedure already. Okay, so yun po. But in the meantime, okay, so it will be a good practice if you use our own towels, if you have of course, hindi naghihiraman ng mga damit, kasi yan po pwede pong mailipat yan. Okay, tapos yun, we avoid scratching. If it's Makati na po talaga, nako, may mga nag-open pa rin naman po. Hindi naman ang warts naman po ay hindi nagpa-fall sa luxury. Okay, so kaya yung mga ibang medical clinics being run by dermatologists, particularly clinical dermatologists, can remove that. Hanap na lang kayo ng open po kasi marami pa rin po ang sarado ngayon. Especially now that we're back to MECQ.
Yes, opo, tama po kayo dyan, Doktora. Okay, so, Doc, po, nandito na po si Ms. Rosel from Mhpss Philippines. Maybe call on Ma'am Rosel to come in with us.
Hi! Good morning! Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Naku, mas maganda ka pa
Hi,
sa
good morning, Ms. Rosel.
Hi, Doc Sara. Hello po. Hello po sa
Hello.
lahat.
Oy,
Yes,
thank you
po.
for partnering with
Maganda ka rin
DepEd,
katulad
ha?
namin.
Yes po.
Alright. Okay po. I think, Ma'am Ms. Rosel, meron po kayong sorpresa.
Yes. Yes po.
Sa ating mga viewers today. Can you share?
Po. Yes. So sa ating mga viewers po this morning, thank you for tuning in po sa ating webinar this morning. So from Mhpss sa Philippines, we are giving away freebies po for our first 25 viewers who will ask questions po in our webinar regarding the talk of Doc Sara. And I encourage po everyone to like our official Facebook page at Mhpss Philippines to win additional gift packs from Mhpss. So we're giving away po 5 soaps for those po na magla-like and mag-share po ng aming Facebook page. So 5 winners po yung mananalo doon. They will be picked randomly after the webinar. So yun po.
Oh, that's nice. Pwede bang makisingit dyan, Miss Rosel? Pagpalike ko na rin yung page ko. Dr. Sara Barba Cabadil.
Yes
Oo,
po.
diba?
Aside po from liking Mhpss sa Philippines, like nyo din po ang Facebook page ni Doc Sara, and then yung ano po, Doc, yung
Clinica
clinic.
Figura PH. So,
Yes, at
Dr. Sara Barba Cabadil and Clinica Figura PH.
Yun po. So those who will like those pages po will be winning Mhpss packages after the webinar. And yes, you may contact na lang po or leave your contact details para po mapadeliver namin yung packages sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rosel of Mhpss Philippines.
Yes po, thank you.
At naisipan nyo rin na magbigay ng ganitong mga mga gift packs. Now,
Kaya talagang nakaka-appreciate yan, Ma'am. Nakakatuwa, Ma'am Leia, di ba? Kasi, syempre ngayon parang lahat tayo nalulungkot sa situation na to. But, it's such a good gesture of Mhpss Philippines to, parang put some smiles on our faces, di ba? Nakakatuwa.
Maraming salamat din po for having us here.
Okay.
Yes, thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you for that good news.
Oo, medyo nag-ano yung line natin. Apo.
Nanood lang tayo at at the same time,
Thank you so much, Ms. Rosel.
Apo.
Yes, oo. So, mga beauty products.
Okay, so yung pipiliin natin in random na lang.
Meron
Oo.
Go ahead, Ms. Leia.
In random natin pipiliin ito. Wala tayo, hindi tayo namimili. So siguro yung mauna lang, based din sa pag binalikan natin itong ating recordings, so yung first 20 na una nating matawag, tama ba? Yun yung makaka-receive ng gift from Mhpss Philippines. Alright, so tuloy na natin yung ilang mga questions, Mamilin. Ito po, pwede ba ako magbasa ng question?
Yes, continue, Ma'am Leia. Go ahead.
Okay, so from Miss Geraldine Namoro, ang dandruff po ba ay skin disease? May gamot po ba ito? Any recommendations po?
Okay, dandruff or seborrhea or seborrheic dermatitis. Okay, actually, ito po ay is a skin condition, okay? So, hindi ito nakakahawa. And sad to say, this is not treatable, but this is highly controllable, okay? So, may mga predisposed individuals po. Usually, ito po ay nasa may mga lahi ng hika, okay? So, yung mga nag-allergies, but this is not an allergic problem, okay? So, now, ano ba yung problema dito? Di ba I mentioned a while ago about cellular renewal? Sabi natin, naku, magandang question to. Below 45 years of age, ganong kadalas nga nagre-renew yung ating skin? Okay, so that's, kasi hindi natin makikita kung may nag-a-answer na maganda, sana pwede tayong makapick ng winner. But okay, nonetheless, I'll just say the answer. So that's below 45 years of age, that should be every month ang production ng bagong cells. Pagka 45 to 60 years of age, 1.5 to 2 months. The problem with individuals suffering from dandruff or seborrhea or seborrheic dermatitis, their cells renew faster than normal. So meaning, hindi na kailangan intayin ng 1 month. Minsan actually, pagtanggal mo pala ng flake ngayon, mamayang gabi sa same spot, may bago na ulit. So nagpa-pile up po ang dead cells. And because of that, what happens? So kayo, anong alam nyo sa may dandruff? Dry or oily? Diba? Akala natin it's dry, kaya nagpapahatid. In fact, it's really oily. So dahil ang dami ng flakes, hindi makalabas ngayon yung natural oil secretion of our skin. Okay, so yung oil glands natin. So dahil hindi siya makalabas, nagkakaroon na ng maraming oil. And this becomes a very good soil for the growth of fungi. Meron kasi pa tayong fungi na part ng normal flora. Ibig sabihin, normally existing there. So ito yung mga malassezia organisms. So nandun sila, gusto nila magstay kasi ang daming food. So now, paano po siya makokontrol? Kasi like I mentioned a while ago na hindi po siya treatable. So we have to remove yung mga excess flakes. Okay, so you can use VCO para magtuklap po yung mga flakes. Okay, and then pwede kayong mag-apply ng lactic acid. Okay, so i-rinse yung scalp nyo. Kaya lang, lactic acid maybe mahapde kapag po may sugat. You can use yung mga lactic can I mention yung mga parang feminine wash, diba, that has lactic acid in it, yun makakatulong siya mag-exfoliate. Yun po siya. Now, if talagang sobrang kate, you might be needing some topical steroid preparation, so you can get like a prescription from your dermatologist, no? So yung minention ko na yan, in case may dandruff or may seborrhea ka dito sa scalp, kasi it can happen anywhere else in the body, kasi lahat, from head to toe, we have lahat ng may hair, pwede pong mag-seborrhea. Okay, so now, except dun sa mga palms of the hands and soles of the feet, and okay, yung buccal cavity natin, yung bibig natin, so yun lang, pero lahat pwede pong magkaroon ng seborrhea. Okay, and sorry, if I may add also, you can get like yung mga ketoconazole shampoos that you can get from mga leading drugstores. Pwede nyo po yung gagawin na pag may active flare-up, pwede pong i-apply, like, pwede pong gamitin like 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, and then as maintenance, kasi diba, ang problem with patients with dandruff or seborrhea, each time na nagpa-fluctuate yung kanilang immune system, nagkakaroon sila ng flare-up. Yung mga kabataan na may exam o kaya may menstrual visit, okay, monthly, ayan, lumalabas po. So, yun. So, and then get enough sleep also that can like tame down yung fluctuation ng ating hormones. And we can like minimize the attacks or the flare-up of seborrhea. That's it po.
Okay. So, meron palang mga pinanggagalingan din yan, Doc. Pero, yan ba ay due din sa mga stress, kaya nagkakaroon ng mga flakes? Kung
Yes.
nagkakabalakubak because stress?
Yes, ano po yun? Triggering factor para lang lumabas siya. Okay, but usually meron na talagang individual na prone to it. Okay, so yun. And usually this starts pagkalabas ng babies, merong mga babies yung tinatawag na cradle cap, talagang punong-puno ng seborrhea ng dandruff. Okay, but usually after a few months nawawala kasi nai-inactivate na naman yung mga oil glands. However, come adolescence period, pagtungtog ng papasok na ng teenage o kaya ng puberty stage ang mga kabataan, activated na ulit yung mga oil glands. So because of that, kung predisposed ang isang bata, say for example, ang nanay nagkameron ng ganyan or ang tita may ganyan or ang dad, lolo. Okay, so chances are pwedeng meron din predisposed yung bata, magkakameron din siya. So pagtungtong pa lang ng puberty stage, ayan po, activated na pwedeng magkaroon na po ng dandruff. Even like kung kunyari pa-mens na ang isang bata, like at 8 years old or 9 years old, pwede na pong mag-start magkaroon ng flakes ang isang bata kung predisposed siya. And then, lumalabas lang siya ulit like what you asked, Ma'am Elaine, pagka nasa stress or anything that can bring about fluctuation sa immune system nila. Okay, kunyari, hindi balance yung diet, o kaya may exam, walang tulog, lalo na ngayon mga kabataan, di ba, talagang napupuyat sa mga gadgets. Okay, so, yun, lumalabas po yung mga flakes na yan.
I see, Doc. Okay. So at least malinaw na po ngayon na may mga triggering factor kaya tayo nagkaka-flakes, no?
Yes.
And
Apo.
hindi yun ng buhok, okay? Pwede rin somewhere else.
Mhm.
From Mary J. Duca, Doc Sara, ano po ang mga vitamins na mas maganda daw i-take ngayong mga panahong ito? May brands na vitamins po ba? Specific na vitamin C? Or baka may brand? Baka siguro yung brand po tinatanong niya kung may specific brand na maganda pong inumin na vitamin sa ngayon.
Okay, so if you can get a vitamin C preparation na may zinc na po, kasi sa mga bata, di ba, ako like for my kids, I give them ped zinc. Kaya lang sa adult, wala sila kasi syrup lang ang meron sila. So if wala po, we can get like separate na lang na zinc, zinc tablets in tablet forms, and then pwede nilang sabayan ng vitamin C. Yan. And then of course, apart from that, we can like I would like to parang also encourage people to be into citrus fruit drinking po. Yun, guava also, it has high vitamin C content. Kiwi, napakataas ng vitamin C content. Yan, that's why, hindi lang, because of our COVID-19 pandemic situation, meron din tayong mga tawag nito, even yung mga cancer patients, malaki din ang help kapag nag-ano sila, and yung mga iba pang illnesses, that will really help, no, pag mataas yung vitamin C intake po. Kasi like, that was the dose that I mentioned a while ago, yun po yung pakifollow. Kung hindi pa positive, pwedeng 500 milligrams every 4 hours. Now, kapag ka po kung in case meron tayong kakilala na positive, yung first 6 hours po, every hour, that's 1,000 milligrams. Thereafter, every 4 hours po pwede yung 1,000 milligram kung positive po. Okay? So para at least makapag-build ng immune system na activity ang ating katawan, and at the same time, kasi po merong antiviral activity po ang vitamin C. Yan. And then also, if I may, she was asking about the vitamin C and zinc, no? Let me mention also like selenium, mataas yan sa egg, garlic, broccoli, asparagus, spinach. Sa zinc naman, mataas po ang zinc content ng cheese, carrot, shrimp, ayan, spinach, brown rice, chicken, and nuts. Okay, yan ang mga good sources of zinc naman po.
Yes, okay.
Hello, Ma'am Elaine. Doc
Ayan, so
Sara, may
maraming
nakita ko
pwedeng
dito
pagkunan ng
from Miss
vitamin C,
Diana.
pero may mga brands din na maganda.
Ay, kanina you were asking for isang magandang supplement also. If I may mention, if you're familiar with organic acai berry na drink, okay, they also have in capsule preparation. So, napakataas ng antioxidant level niyan. They might want to just try that out, no? So, it's a sister company of Mhpss Philippines, and it's not like parang I talk because I am the resource person, but personally, I mean, I'm really into this in health advocacies that these companies have been promoting. And my father also, my parents are really taking in organic acai berry daily. Even my son, Iyo, kasi di ba I have twins, Iyo and Iya, my son talaga lagi siyang umiinom nun. Mataas yung nito, antioxidant levels. By the way, yung mga antioxidant vitamins po natin are the vitamins A, C, and E. Okay? So, tandaan natin yun. So, napakaganda niyang dapat laging mataas ang level natin. And then, I'm sure all of us are familiar with glutathione. No? Glutathione is the master antioxidant. Okay? So, it recycles the other antioxidants. Kasi friends sila lahat nitong mga antioxidants na to eh. So, if you give them at yung mga correct dosing, no? Basically, they recycle each other, especially the gluta. It has the ability to do that, as well as the alpha lipoic acid, no? Kaya kapag if we see some oral gluta preparations on the shelves sa mga drugstores, we can see it comes with alpha lipoic acid. So ito ay maganda rin po. No. And then this one also yung N-acetylcysteine. I do not know, have you heard of it? It's actually a cough preparation, but it's a good antioxidant for the lungs, especially kuya pag may alam kayo nag-positive. Pwedeng nyo silang recommenda nun ng N-acetylcysteine kasi napakaganda nun. So whatever mga secretions, lung secretions or pulmonary secretions, natutunaw po itong mga to and then they can like expectorate that. So pasintabi lang po if may kumakain ngayon. No? So kasi di ba ang problem with mga COVID patients, nalulunod sila sa mga lung secretions eh. Okay, kaya hindi masyadong maganda ang oxygenation, ang exchange of gases in the lungs because of these secretions. Kasi have you heard of cytokine storm? Ang problem daw with COVID infection, hindi namamatay dito sa COVID lang. It's basically because of the reaction of our body in fighting off this infection. Yun. So, because of that, nagkakaroon ng marami tayong mga secretions sa lungs. So, and yun, mga mga vitamins, antioxidants that I mentioned can help in degrading all this and may expectorate po ng patient.
Can you read one question from Ms. Dolores Mendoza? Sabi niya,
Sorry, Ma'am
po ang
Leah.
pwedeng
Go ahead, Ma'am
gamot
Leah.
Okay. Can you hear me ba?
Yeah, it's better now.
Mendoza. Okay. Sarah, po ang pwedeng gamot sa batang may psoriasis and food daw. Gamot and food na pwede sa batang may psoriasis. Age 12 to 14.
Okay. First and foremost po, ang psoriasis, it has an autoimmune component. Hindi po siya treatable. Okay, sad to say that, no? So basically, meron something in the genes, okay, kaya nagkaroon ng predisposition. Now, majority naman, yung common po na na presentation would be yung mga salmon pink, ang kulay ng mga plaques, no? Yan po ang most common variety of psoriasis. I do not know kung saan po located yung dun sa inyong anak. But usually po, ina-expose po kasi yung lesion ang tawag po dyan is phototherapy, yung PUVA na tinatawag. Okay, so yun po. So yan po ay ginagawa sa isang clinic. Now, bihira naman po mag-present ito ng itchiness. But if in case nagkataon yung sa anak niyo presents with itchiness, pwede po yung applyan ng topical steroid. However, I highly recommend that he or she be seen by a dermatologist for proper diagnosis din, no? Kasi hindi ko na alam kung yan po ba ay na self-diagnose po or talagang diagnosed by a dermatologist, and then support for proper management din po. Madami pong nagbibigay ng naman ngayon, online consultation. Should you be afraid that your kid might catch a COVID-19 infection if parang pupunta po sa isang clinic, no? So, yun po. I mean, apart from us na mga nasa aesthetic dermatology, who also have, like in my case, meron po akong training under National Skin Center in Singapore. We also have naman po yung mga doctors from the Philippine Dermatological Society. They're very nice and they give teleconsultation. So you can like check their website na po pwede po. Or kami po sa Good Morning Kuya, we give din naman po answers po dun sa mga queries, no? In case po kailangan po talaga ng assistance ng aming mga patients.
Okay, thank you, Doc Sarah. Ma'am Leah, meron pa po bang mga questions dyan?
Ito, from Miss Dizel Losamia. Okay, narinig niyo ba ako? Ano pong treatment sa pagpapawis ng kilikili although wala naman siyang amoy at naglalagay naman po ako ng deodorant?
Okay, so ang ating kilikili talaga and yung iba pang mga parts, yung mga nasa intertriginous areas or singit-singit are prone talaga magpawis because it's very humid there. Okay, usually naman po ang amoy, kapag sobra kasing dami ng pawis, ang tendency kasi meron po tayong normal bacteria yung tinatawag or normal flora. So nandun sila, okay, nandun talaga yun sa balat natin. So kaya dapat laging intact po yung ating skin para hindi sila makapasok sa loob and makapag bigay ng infection. Now, in the may event na sobrang daming pawis, dun lang po nagkakameron ng amoy, nagkakaroon ng amoy. Now, ito po, pwede po kayong gumamit ng simpleng antiperspirant. I do not know kung baka probably pwedeng nagpapahid na kayo, ma'am, only that it doesn't work at all. You might want to try a different brand, okay? Kasi usually kami, ang first line namin na binibigay would be anything that has alum. Or yung simpleng tawas, you can like mix it with like water, no? Yung siguro get a stone and yung the alum stone, and then you can like dissolve it in water, okay? So, and then that's what, o kaya basta yung kamay nyo, yun po yung ilalagay. However, if it doesn't suffice, okay, so meron po kaming yung mga dermatology, meron po kaming mga antiperspirant na preparation na meron din kasamang mga iba pa like vitamin C, and sometimes meron pa pong para magla-lighten, okay? Kasi syempre alam natin friction area, prone yan mag-PIH, kaya nagda-darken, or meron din pong antibiotics para naman ma-prevent yung amoy. However, kung talagang malakas pa din yung malakas pa rin yung pagpapawis, no? So meron po kasing ginagawa kami for hyperhidrosis. Nag-i-inject po kami ng Botox, okay? So, to minimize or at least to cut off yung sweat gland secretion, but it will only last for like 3 to 6 months. Okay, so I suggest, pwede nyo lalo ngayon, if working from home naman po, pwede pong i-increase na lang yung frequency ng panliligo, no? And then, right away, pagkatapos ipat dry ng towel, habang moist pa po and open pa po yung mga pores yan because malambot pa from bathing, mag-apply na po ng antiperspirant. Tapos taasan na lang po yung frequency nga ng panliligo. And then use yung mga very maaliwalas na mga damit po.
Okay, ito may isang question pa po from Sir
Thank you, Doc Sarah
Luis
po.
Reyes.
Meron pa isa? Okay.
Okay. From Sir Luis Reyes, ano po ang best beauty products para sa mukha at sa skin naman po ng mga lalaki?
Okay. So, sir, thank you for your question. Nakakatawa ako, masaya ako pag nakakakuha tayo ng questions mula sa mga guys, di ba? Okay, kasi yung mga lalaki, because kasi they have yung mga male hormones, no? And these are pro-secretion ng oil glands. So sila, mas oily talaga sila. Okay, so get a good soap. Okay, so ang Mhpss also has for the oily skin, meron silang ganung variant. Okay, so you can use that. And then, pwede po kayong kumuha ng mga parang toners, okay, na designed for men. Okay, lagi talagang kailangan may cleanser umaga at gabi. And then, okay, so I do not know yung age ni sir, pero usually kapag po nagtutungtong na tayo actually ng 30 pa lang, we want na ma-control yung mga signs of aging. Get preparation with RA, retinoic acid. But of course, maganda yung mga benefits from this, no? However, yung mga retinols. However, so, syempre may risk din po yan because it can actually slough off our skin, no? Mapipigilan niya yung pagkakaroon ng mga fine lines and wrinkles. Dahil nagninipis, basically, pwede na pong prone na rin po ang skin ngayon sa mga pigmentation. So, that's the downside of it. Kaya, kailangan, napaka-importante, it's imperative that you use, sir, po ng SPF, okay, ng sunblock or sunscreen sunblock or sunscreen. Ano bang difference? Ang sunblock, it physically blocks. Kung papasok yung harmful rays of the sun, nabablock siya. Ang sunscreen, okay, nakadaan man siya, but the sunscreen has the ability to transform the harmful rays of the sun into harmless ones para hindi magkaroon ng mga harmful effects, okay, like pigmentation or formation of mga fine lines and wrinkles. So, yun po. And then, of course, yung mga yung physical protection, like for example, use payong o kaya use man lang cap and hats. Okay, so yun, maganda po gamitin. Not because katanghalian lang ha, kahit po yung maaga like 8 a.m., meron na rin po yung rays ng sun na ilalabas. Though, of course, kasi alam natin, sira na nga yung ozone layer. But, one good thing that this pandemic has brought us is that our planet, started to heal. So, kaya at least kahit pa paano nakapag-repair ng ating ozone layer. Kaya lang, once we're all back on the road, ayan na naman, baka masira na naman natin yung ozone. And, of course, lagi lang tayo, make sure we always get our skin protected.
Ma'am Leah, Doc, exposure naman, hindi lang po sa sun but sa computer kasi we used to work at home, 'di ba? So we a day sa computer. Ano po yung pwede naming gamitin?
Yes.
Dahil 'di ba parang sabi nila nakakasira din daw yun ng mukha, meron bang
Yes.
pekas na yes, opo. So ano po yung pwede
Actually,
naming gamitin in protection sa computer, please?
Actually, so yung nai-reiterate ko kanina na the use of sunblock, gagamitin din natin talaga actually kahit hindi tayo lumalabas outdoors, no? Kasi, not only dito sa
Hmm,
gadget, even the visible light also comes with UV radiation. Okay, so pare-pareho yan. Kasi sabihin, doktora, hindi naman ako naglalabas, hindi naman ako nagbibilad. However, nag-develop ako ng pigmentation. So, it's also possible. That's why, kaya nga, maganda po yun. And then, lalo na kunyari, nasa
hmm,
pag mga age bracket, like ako, my kids, and startan ko na silang paggamitan ng vitamin C serum. I just make sure na yung pinatitimpla ko sa isang integrative pharmacy, talagang, basically safe from kids, safe for kids rather. Kasi, vitamin C is a good sunscreen eh. So hindi lamang siya lightening and it prevents aging signs to appear, okay, prematurely. It also provides a very good sunscreen function. Yun. So, and then apply po sunblock. So, at least SPF 50. And then we just have to, we just have to choose the right base. So, kasi
hmm,
pag lalaki, di ba, ayaw nila ng heavy, yung creamy, okay? Kasi mataas na nga po yung oil content. So you know, get something with
opo.
in a gel type. Okay, kaya lang problem mo naman sa mga gel type, sobra naman nakaka-cause ng drying up. Okay, but at least mape-prevent din yung acne breakouts, no? So yun, kaya dapat napaka-importante po na hindi lamang yung gamot na gagamitin natin yung active ingredients. We also have to consider the bases where these active ingredients are suspended in. Kaya
Okay.
nga, di ba,
Thank you.
ang lotion we do not
Thank you
use sa
po,
face.
Doc.
Dapat
Thank you so
neck patabala.
baka
Okay po.
meron ka pang questions? Okay, thank you Doc Sarah. Ma'am Leia, pa kayong ano diyan, mga additional na questions? Sige, while waiting po kay Ma'am Leia, Doc Sarah, meron pong isa ditong question from Miss Miracle Emperador. Namomroblema ko sa bakat ng garter ng shorts or yung bra niya po. Nangingitim po mga dinadaanan ng guard, especially pag pinapawisan. Gusto raw po niya magpa-check up sa kanya.
Okay, so Ma'am Miracle, I do not know you, I haven't seen you, but usually kasi po, ang prone po sa mga PIH dun sa mga areas that you were able to mention are usually po yung merong may mga fat bulges. I do not know po, hindi po ko pa kayo nakikita, but I'm speaking generally po, no, pag may mga ganitong problems. So ako highly suggest we get po yung mga, hindi po yung mga ill-fitting clothes, okay? Get something which is loose, baka po mahigpit yung mga nagagamit natin, no? And then if kunyari kahit hindi naman medyo malaki po yung build nyo, probably you might want to consider losing some weight pa rin, no? Para at least to prevent friction on these areas. Now, yung na-mention po kanina, yung arbutin, it's a good preparation po for inflammation sa pamamaga. Kasi po, yun pong nagda-darken na area na mention nyo, we call that PIH or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So if we control the inflammation, we control the hyperpigmentation.
Okay, yan. So, importante din pala na hindi mahigpit yung ating sinusuot, no? Kasi nagkakos talaga siya ng mark, ano po,
Darkening.
sa ating
Yes.
balat. Thank you, Doc. Other one po ay, okay, actually may question po for the Mhpss soap. Kapag gumamit ng soap po for oily skin, Di po ba magiging dry skin after ng mga ilang months po?
Okay, so this one,
Mo ginamit siya.
okay.
Mga ilang months mo na ginamit siya.
Hindi naman siya magko-cause ng too much drying up because like what I mentioned, the ingredients are they have VCO content, and kahit kasi ang maganda sa VCO is very light lang, and this is really a natural it's naturally processed. That's why hindi nakaka-cause ng mga side effects. Okay, so yun po. Now if you feel that your skin has started to dry up already. Kasi bago naman maging dry yan, Ma'am Jean, okay, hindi naman po kagad din tatawid diretso ng dry tone. Dadaan muna yun sa normal skin. And good thing is that we have several, Mhpss line of soap po, has different variants. Okay, so meron for normal skin, meron for dry skin. So, yun. So, before that happens naman, na-consume na niya yung isang bar for sure. Okay, so, he might want to try another variant naman. Okay, so like probably for the normal skin type.
Okay. So another one. Okay. Meron Doc Sarah daw po. Ano daw pong pwedeng simple medication sa sobrang pagpapawis ng mukha? Pagpapawis daw po siya ng sobra. So ano daw pong medication para po doon, or meron po bang medication?
Ako, I'd like to know kasi baka mamaya pwede kasi na yung extreme sweating or ayoko kasi sabihin na hyperhidrosis. When you say kasi hyperhidrosis is hindi kasi siya na-measure. It's just basically your skin is actually sweating more than what's expected of it. Okay? Now, minsan is being brought by application of different regimens. Kunyari may mga ginagamit sila na iba't ibang mga creams, okay? Kasi syempre, usually mainit din kasi nakaka-clog ng pores. Now, if talaga it's the sweat already, kasi hindi ko siya nakita ngayon as a patient, no? Now, I highly recommend, so increase yung bathing, yung washing of the face, and then pwede siya gumamit. It's safe to use yung mga may aluminum chloride. The dermatologists have that in their in the clinics, and then pwede niyang i-apply yan to prevent further sweating, Ma'am Eileen.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. Ma'am, baka daw po may mga beauty tips na naman po kayo para daw po sa mga buntis nating mga teachers.
Oh, okay. So, mga buntis natin, mga teachers, okay. Ako kasi, of course, yung Mhpss line is safe naman to use, to be used by even mga bata, no? Kasi I mentioned that we all have organic extracts, okay? However, rule of thumb, kasi tandaan natin, yung sa buntis, di ba, 9 months. Okay, so trimesters. Yung first trimester, actually, what happens there is yung organogenesis. So, genesis means formation, organo is organ. So, that's formation of the organs of the babies. Kaya kahit ako noon, rule of thumb, wala akong ginamit na anything. Tandaan nyo, rule of thumb, pagka safe sa baby, safe sa buntis. Okay? Safe sa bata, yun. Okay, so wag muna po. Now, but you can go for facials. Pagka na lang, hindi na po, kasi considering na kasi COVID-19 pandemic, di ba? So takot na lumabas, pinipigilan natin ang mga buntis na lumabas. Now, what you can do is, you can use po yung mga may natural ingredients, yung iba nga ginagamit din ng cleanser, yung mga apple cider vinegar. Pero ako ay discourage kasi kapag po mga sensitive skin, lalo na kung sa sensitive areas ilalagay, baka mamaya how do I say that? Makasunog, okay? Now, kung kunyari nagda-dry ang skin, kasi prone sa drying up of skin ang mga buntis because laging prioritized ang baby inside, diba? So, yung water na iniinom ng mga buntis and even the other nutrients rather, go to the baby. So, kung nagda-dry, you can use anything that comes with shea butter. Okay, so get something with urea or lactic acid, yan safe naman po gamitin.
Mm-hmm.
And allowed po mag sunblock ang mga buntis kasi they're prone to pigmentation as well. Okay, so ang tawag dyan, yung melasma during pregnancy is cloasma. So pwede rin silang magpigmentation. So ako yun, that's what I maintained during my pregnancy with my twins. So I was applying vitamin C serum na natural na hindi nakakatakot gamitin. Kasi syempre iba, scared ako kasi may baby, di ba? And then at the same time, I use sunblock kasi I'm really afraid of having pigmentation. So mas mahirap gamutin yan. Ang acne mas mabilis lang po. Kasi yung ibang pregnant, nag-acne rin during pregnancy. That's why I was telling a while ago, kung hindi lang COVID-19 pandemic and di nakakatakot lumabas, pwede rin naman po magpa-facial ang mga buntis. So, only that pag maliit pa ang tiyan at hindi alam ng dermatologist, you have to inform your derma that you're pregnant. So they can modify, or he can modify, or she can modify yung gagamitin pong mga agents sa inyo during the facial treatment. Leia?
Okay, nawala po ba si Mamilin? O ako ang nawala? Doc Sarah, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, apo.
Okay
We have a comment here from Ma'am Gloria Palcon. Can I just read it? Thank you po, Dr. Sara Barba.
Sige po.
Listening, present siya sa webinar natin ngayon, and she's one of the personals daw ng EP3. Yeah, hi Ma'am Gloria. Thank you for tuning in. Do we still have other comments po? Ito from Sir Julius Mengulio. Hello po, Doc Sara. Thank you po sa napaka-informative ninyong panayam sa amin. Mahusay ang pagpapaliwanag. Learned a lot from you, Doc. Salamat po. Sana po, ganun din po yung naramdaman ng iba. Thank you, and sana po nakatulong talaga itong ating lecture po ngayon. Sa mga natulungan po, please like our FB page, Dr. Sara Barba Cabodil and Clinica Figura PH, and also Mhpss Skin Philippines. Mhpss Philippines rather. Yeah. Do we have Ma'am Elaine here? I think Ma'am Leia, medyo lagi yung kanyang net.
Yes, medyo napuputol po ako. Can we still read some questions? Nawawala din si...
Or probably from the end of Mhpss Philippines, do we have some questions posted there in our live?
Checking lang po, Doc Sara.
Okay. So ito, meron din tayong question pala from Ma'am Ana Lizelle Marfil Rivera. Good day po. Can you suggest what to do with keloids? Okay, thank you po. Okay, so meron po kasi mga individuals who are prone to develop keloids. Okay, ano ba itong mga keloids? So, kasi di ba na-notice nyo, like Rosel and Ma'am Leia and sa ating mga viewers, iba-iba kasi information natin ng scars. Okay, pigment-wise, merong pag nag-scar, merong dark. Okay, so we call that a hyperpigmented scar. Meron din namang lighter than the skin tone. Okay, so nagpo-form sila or hypopigmented scar. Okay, so apart from that, we also classify scars based on the collagen deposition. So kapag po sumobra ang formation ng collagen, so we come up with pwedeng hypertrophic scar. Okay, yung umaangat po siya, no? And then, yung lalo na yung sa mga bakuna, okay, so, di ba, ang dami natin nakikitang ganon. Now, kapag lumampas dun sa wound size, okay, lumampas, kunyari, it's like around 1 inch, no? Square, 1 square inch yung size ng scar, and, pero, yung wound, okay, pero, yung scar na na-form is umakyat na, at the same time, it went beyond the boundary of the wound, okay, so that becomes a keloid. So, hypertrophy, confined dun sa sa wound perimeter, and then pag beyond that, we call that a keloid. Now, yan po talaga kailangan yung dalhin sa mga clinics kasi po ginagamitan po yan ng laser, and we also inject either mga steroidal preparation and growth factor inhibitors. Yan po yung aming mga ginagamit. Now, napaka-importante, hindi po na nagagalaw yan kasi hindi na recognize ng system na tapos na pala, nag-heal na. Akala niya may sugat pa. So tuwing nadadali siya, akyat pa rin siya ng akyat. Okay? So that's what happens in a keloid. Okay? So kaya po pagka meron nakaangat, and kaya now, if say for example, ang keloid is in the upper arm, okay, tapos nadadali ng sleeve, ng damit. So, akala nung scar ay may wound pa. So, lalo siyang akyat ng akyat. So, napaka-importante po na, na mapa-flatten nyo siya. Yung iba nga po na-encounter ko, naawa ko dun sa ibang mga teenagers na nag-develop ng pimples and then dito sa chest. So, I was advising these patients of mine not to use anything that has button dito, no? Kasi the buttons will rub off dito sa keloids and akala nun, masisense na may wound pa. Okay, so ganun po siya. Okay, so yun po. So, yun po ang sistema ng mga keloids. Okay, so ito meron din tayong, okay, may hello lang. Hello from Ma'am Annabel Verano Palenzuela. Blessed morning, Doktora Sara. From Labas Elementary School, City of Santa Rosa, Laguna. Nako, God bless you po, Ma'am Annabel. Thank you for tuning in. Sana marami po kayo napulot sa amin. Okay, so nasaan na po tayo?
Doc, may nagtatanong lang dito.
Apo.
From Sir Louis Saldivar. Can you hear me? Okay, sabi niya, ma'am, nagbabike kasi ako lagi. Please ask, ano ba to? Ilang minutes po ba ang pahinga bago pwede maligo?
Okay. Siguro he was referring to pasma, no? Actually, wala namang studies nagsasabi ng pasma. Okay, but of course, kasi syempre healthier naman kasi kung nag-bike tayo, tapos pawis, and then yung mga dirt, ako'y nakuha natin. Lalo na ngayon, we do not want, kahit hindi nga tayo mapawisan, baka mamaya parang na-expose tayo sa mga droplets. Okay, alam natin, it's one of the manner of transmission of this COVID-19 infection, no? Okay, so talagang dapat maligo po kaagad. Ako, I suggest lang na magpunas muna po ng pawis, and then like give your body to rest for like at least 30 minutes, and then take a shower po. Not really malamig na malamig, not really mainit. Okay, something na yung tap water lang, and then sakto lang yung temperature, and then really use antibacterial soap to make sure na kung whatever droplets that have come to our skin will be washed off and disinfected.
Okay po. Yan.
Ayan, Ma'am Elaine is
Leah,
back.
something more?
I don't know kung natanong na to.
Yes
Can I
po.
just read this comment from Ma'am Arlene Escobedo? Thank you so much, Doc. Be blessed and continue to be a blessing to others. Be safe always. Thank you po. Kayo din po. Mag-ingat, and thank you, and God bless you too.
Okay, may tanong dito, Doc. May ask po kasi, naririnig niyo ba ako?
Yes po, we can hear you clearly.
Yes, taka na. Bigla kasing natatabunan. Okay. From Miss Jasmine Aldueza, Dr. Sara, may I ask po, kasi po ang anak ko ay may boil or pigsa sa hita. Pag gumagaling po ang pigsa niya, may tumutubo pa rin. Saan po ba nagmumula ito, and ano po ang pwedeng igamot dito?
Okay, so we have, kasi kanina I mentioned about mga normal flora or yung mga bacteria that are normally existing sa skin natin sa labas. Now, pag nagkaroon ng cut, meron silang portal of entry. Okay, so yung ibang nagkapiksa, and this usually staphylococcal infection po yan, yung microorganism na responsible more often than not rather. So ngayon, kapag nagkameron po, maganda po kasi medyo maghinog talaga para yan ay and nyo sa isang doktor, incision and drainage. Kasi po, these organisms, these microorganisms have the ability to form tunnels underneath the skin. So if you have dito sa isa, dito naman, dito, magkakatabi. Kaya napaka-importante po na iyan po ay mapaalis, mapalinis po. Kasi or else, like, give it like a few months after, ayun na naman, they'll be back. And then sana po, kung ano po yung antibiotics na itinake will be taken, okay, religiously. Kailangan po kung 7 days talaga, very compliant ang patient, 7 araw matapos po. Para so as to avoid having antibiotic resistance as well. Tsaka kasi 'di ba parang kalimitan yung area na yan very humid, mamasa-masa. So basically dapat ang ginagamit is maaliwalas na damit, no? Lalo kung nasa bahay lang naman, yung presko po. And then always take a bath pagka feeling nyo pawis na para at least hindi kasi gusto ng lalo na mismo mga fungi prone in sa fungal infections kapag laging pawis, no? They want to stay in a humid environment. Pag naman po pala sa may mga fungal infection, pwede kayo maglagay ng konting asin sa tabo and then yun ang last rinse nyo. Kasi hindi sila namamatay doon, but hindi sila dadami. Okay, and then apart from dun sa mga antifungal preparations that have been prescribed by your dermatologists po. Antifungal preparation.
Okay. I think, Ma'am Leia, tanungin natin si Ms. Rosel kung nakuha na niya yung list ng mga nag-inquire kanina, nag-ask.
Yes po. So, dun po sa mga nag-ask, we'll be messaging them po separately para po mapadala namin yung kanilang mga prices. And then po para po dun sa mga nag-like po ng Mhpss Philippines page and then yung page po ni Doc Sara at Clinica Figura, i-announce po namin to later this afternoon. So kindly tune in po sa aming Facebook page. So you will know po if kayo po yung lucky winner. So yun po.
Pwede ba ako magpahabol? Sorry.
Okay.
Nandito po sa DepEd Santa Rosa na page yung mga nag-comments. Romar Jenny Mantala Montero. Thanks, Doc. The session is very informative. God bless po. God bless you too, sir. Shi Pegolio. Thank you for the wealth of information, Doc. From Analizel Rivera. So we were able to answer this. Flores Maricel, blessed morning. Thank you for sharing your expertise. Dr. Sara Cabodil, always keep safe. Thank you po. Arlene Escobedo. Beth Marie Bernados Arakan. Thank you po, Dr. Sara Cabodil, for this very informative webinar. And of course, we should thank DepEd Santa Rosa for this project. Okay, and of course, Mhpss Skin Philippines. No, so thank you very much, and for giving me this opportunity to be able to help in my own little way. And yun po, please like our pages po na na-mention namin para to always keep you posted and give you parang a little share of our information. And so parang lahat tayo ay manatiling healthy po and ligtas, lalo na sa panahon ngayon.
Yes po. I would like to thank you po as well, Doc Sara.
Yes, Doc Sara. Thank you so much po.
Thank you po.
Thank you very much
Thank you,
as
Ms.
well.
Rosel from Mhpss
Yes, thank you, Ma'am Rosel from Mhpss. Yes po. Actually, overwhelming po yung mga comments po na nandito sa side. Nakikita ko po sa chat box. They are thanking Doc Sara for very informative lecture as well as hindi lang daw po pagpapaganda outside but also inside. So, yun po yung mga sinasabi nila. So, hoping daw po na another session with Dr. Sara, pero check din natin. So,
yeah, just let me know po kung paano tayo
and then,
makaka-help.
many inquiring. Yeah, thank you, Doc. And meron din pa nag-i-inquire.
Nawala si Ma'am Elaine.
They can so saan po nila pwede na
Sorry, Ma'am Elaine. Nag-lag po.
Meron po. Meron po nag query kung saan din po daw mabibili or they can avail the product po ng Miss Isa. Is available on market everywhere po, sa Mercury, sa SM.
Yes po.
Watsons, meron.
Yes po. So, Mhpss Philippines po, Mhpss soap is available in all Mercury drugstores nationwide. Available din po siya sa SM supermarkets, sa Watsons, and all other leading drugstores and supermarkets po.
Okay, sige.
And Ma'am
Thank
Elaine,
you,
sorry,
thank
you
you, Miss
asked for
Rosel,
you
for
asked for the
answering
thank you. You asked
that
for the
to our
details of Mhpss Philippines. Kami po lagi po kami naka-online pag Fridays, 'di ba, Miss Rosel?
Yes. Yes
At You
po.
Talk
Doc
with Miss
Sarah is
Tisa
with us.
every
Every
Fridays po 'yan, no. Napakaganda ng aming mga topics diyan. Of course, through the Mestiza Philippines staff, no. Yan
Ayan,
si
opo.
Rachel, si Justin, ako, credits really go to him, no. Yeah, for lining up lahat ng ating mga topics diyan. That's every Friday po, naka-FB live po ang inyong lingkod, along with Mestiza Philippines tuwing 4:30 po ng hapon. So, kaya it's very important that you like our pages so you get informed.
Yes.
Yes, oo.
So, tama naman, Doc Sarah, no?
Yes,
If
oo.
meron pa po silang gusto abangan na more beauty tips and other, actually, wellness and beauty po yung pinag-uusapan natin doon. So, they can definitely follow you po sa ating Beautox.
Yes. And of course, yung Clinica Figura, okay, Clinica Figura PH, paki-like and you can contact us at 0917-317-7272. Ayan. Okay, you message me po at Dr. Sara Barba Cabodil. Ayan. And then I usually respond naman po. Medyo minsan nadidelay lang kasi ang dami pong messages, you know.
Yan.
You know, it's hard to be a mom of kambal na maliit pa. Ayun. And of course, I'd like to thank also Dr. Elaine Paul Cabodil for linking me to DepEd Santa Rosa. It's really a pleasure having being with you all of you today. Thank you.
Yes, opo.
Okay.
So, Ma'am Leah, do you have anything to say?
Oo, hindi ko alam po nabasa natin lahat kasi sobrang dami talaga ng nagtatanong dito, no?
Oo,
And
ang dami.
medyo mabagal lang din kasi talagang
Yes,
natin,
oo.
internet. So naghahang din yung ano ko.
Mm.
Even if we want na ang dami pang tanong, Doc, actually pwede ba akong magtanong din kami?
Sure.
Okay. Hindi ko po nabanggit kanina, Doc Sara.
Apo.
Doc Sara po is a varicose vein specialist. Hindi ko siya nabanggit. Okay. So, yung question ko related to varicose veins, natitreat po ba ito o talagang ganun na lang siya, wala nang
Okay.
treatment of varicose veins?
Varicose veins, once treated na sila. However, kasi to begin with, an individual is predisposed to having this condition. Okay, so like for example, yan, maganda si Ma'am Leia, matangos ang ilong, maputi. Okay, so basically, ganun din, yan ang namana mo sa iyong parents. Yan din yung veins na nakuha mo, kung kayo man po yung patient, I'm sorry, inassume ko na kayo. Okay, so basically, kung nagkameron po yung isang individual, yun din po ang namana niya na veins, klase ng veins sa kanyang mga magulang. Okay, dalawa ang sinasabi dyan, either mahuna yung lining ng veins or sira ang pinto. Kasi po ang veins natin para po yung hose, okay? So ang veins kasi carry unoxygenated blood. Wala ng oxygen. So sila ang magdadala, yan ang ugat na nagkikarry ng mga unoxygenated blood pabalik sa heart and then pupunta sa lungs for oxygenation and then babalik sa heart, arteries na po ang magdadala. Now, the veins being nasa distal parts, okay? Kasi yan yung mga lalo na po yung mga nasa legs, nasa paa, napakalayo na niyan, lagi yung kulang na sa oxygen. So, now, nangyayari, malaki yung kailangan nilang force na ipump para maibalik, okay, papunta sa heart. Now, pagka mahuna ang klase ng ugat na namana mo, prone silang mapunit. Imagine niyo kung kunyari, kasi ang veins natin, these are like rubber bands, okay? So, they can withstand, yes. O kaya parang balon, yung parang hinihipan, di ba? Kaya nila accommodate ng too much air, but it can come to a point of rupture already, no? So, when it comes to a point of no return, magpuputok sila. Kaya nakikita natin ang mga veins, may mga putok-putok. But prior to that, mukha silang spider web, no? Prior to that, nangyayari, nagkakaroon sila ng bulges, kaya ang description sa veins they are tortuous. Okay, so now, dahil lumaki silang ganyan, still the blood will have to pass through there, and then may pinto po yan. Yung pinto, we call these venous valves. Paakyat sila one way, paakyat lang papunta sa heart. But imagine niyo kung nag-distend po, hindi na nagsasara ngayon ang pinto, okay, ang valve. So, nagkakaroon ng pagbalik. Okay, so contributing to the tortuosity or paglaki pa ulit. So now, what happens? So, kailangan mapigilan itong mga to. So, ang first line of the golden treatment for varicose veins is called actually as sclerotherapy. Nag-i-inject po dyan sa mga ugat. Tapos, ini-sclerose para mamatay na. Huwag kayong matakot kasi ang veins natin, napakarami niyang collaterals, okay? Ibig sabihin, kumbaga, going ako ng Manila, pwede akong dumaan ng SLEX, pero if sarado ang daan, walang choice kung hindi ma-activate ang service roads, okay? Ganon din po ang veins. So ngayon, kapag napatreat yung isang sira, merong ma-activate po yung ibang normal. Now, to answer your question kanina, yes, kapag properly treated po siya. But, since I mentioned, yan ang namana natin, at talaga namang may ugat tayo palagi, we have to, trim down na lang yung ating, like, laging naka-skinny jeans, laging laging nakatakong, okay, high-heeled na mga shoes, mga stilettos. Hindi din pwedeng sobrang malaki tayo. Obesity also can contribute to that. Laging naliligo ng mainit na tubig. Kasi we know that with high temperature, our blood vessels dilate or lumuluwag. Okay, so more blood, lalong nag-engorge. Okay, so babawasan na lang po natin. And if lahat na pa-treat na natin, you have to go see your phlebologist. Not all dermatologists are phlebologists. Okay, so kailangan may training on varicose veins. And you have to check. Like sa akin, may mga pasyente pumupunta, Doc, ang sakit-sakit ng binti ko. So na-treat na namin. Babalik yan, series of sessions. And then thereafter, wala na. Okay, so sige, come and see me after 6 months. Okay, so kapag wala namang bago, wala namang treatment. Okay? So, mababait din naman natin mga doktor, hindi naman kayo i-charge for every consultation. So, you just have to see them, no? Para at least, lagi tayong, in normal health state po.
Thank you so much, Doc Sara, for answering my question. Yung clinical figura po, may nagtanong saan daw po siya at ano pa yung mga branches?
Okay, right now, we just have the Alabang branch, okay? So, but we're not doing aesthetic procedures kasi we are in the practice of integrative medicine also. So, usually, before, kasi Clinica Figura is for derma services only. But now, we also cater integrative medicine procedures. Yan po yung mga, for example, di ba? Alam niyo yung alternative medicine, di ba? So, but if the practitioner ng alternative medicine ay medical doctors, we call that integrative. Like, kunyari, hindi lahat ng mga, like, say for example, you have an elderly patient who has cancer, and then hindi naman siya perfect candidate for chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Of course, we still want to afford, to give treatments to these patients. So meron pong mga alternative treatment dito. And so we call that integrative medicine practice. Okay, so we're located in Alabang, and you can contact us at 0917-317-7272. So along with me is Dr. Elaine Paul Cabadir. Kaya medyo nagbabay muna siya sa DepEd. Okay, yan.
Okay, thank you so much po, Doc Sara. Ma'am Eileen,
Ayan, okay.
kahit
So,
na natin pa-extend.
Yes, oo. Yeah, oo. So, napakadami actually pang question, pero dahil short na yung time natin, we cannot accommodate it all. So, if you have further questions pa na hindi na-answer, so Doc Sara is available naman po. You can chat her or like nyo po yung Facebook pages nila ng Mhpss and ng Clinica Figura, and pwede nyo silang i-PM for your queries or yung kanilang number ni Doc, no, na shinare niya kanina. So, pwede nyo siyang i-text for the queries. Okay, so so much po, no, gusto pa namin talaga mag-stay with you, Doc Sara. Ang dami pa po sana namin gustong i-inquire sa inyo, but limited na po yung time. But in behalf of the SDO family po, ni Ma'am SDS, Ma'am Manuela Tolentino, Sir Lindo, and the two chiefin, Sir Jesse James Kingat and Ma'am Friend. We would like to thank you personally, no, for this for gracing this event with us, and also the Mistisa Philippines po, no, for assisting Doc Sara giving the prizes din po for RSDO personnel po. Yan. So,
Thank you very much again. And I hope lahat po tayo ay mag-ingat palagi and let's always pray and be blessed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you,
din
Doc Sara.
po.
Thank you, Ma'am
Yes,
Thank
Rosemary.
you,
stay safe and healthy
everyone.
po sa
Ingat
ating
po.
lahat.
thank you. Thank you po. Okay po. Ayan. So, before natin kakalimutan yung presence po na ating School Division Superintendent. So we hope na nandito na rin po siya sa stream natin today. So while waiting kay Ma'am Ella, Ma'am Lea, ang dami mo na natutunan ha? Ito ako din marami na rin. So, sana lang ang ating internet, no?
Yun lang, medyo, yun nga, napuputol-putol. Lagi naman, laging ganito ang problema natin, no?
Oo. Yan talaga ang new normal na ngayon. Pero actually marami po tayong natutunan kay Doc Sara, no? Kaya lang short na po yung time natin ngayon. So like yung hindi lang talaga beauty tips personal lang pag-makeup, kung ano yung i-dress mo, but also internal, no? Yung sa atin, ang pagpapaganda hindi lang outside, but also inside.
Yes, totoo yan. Nabanggit naman din yun ni Doc Sara kanina, no? May internal na mga ano tayo at meron din mga physical na pwedeng gawin. Importante din yung internal, yung mga kinakain natin, yung intake natin. So, yan. So, I hope may mga natutunan naman ang ating mga viewers. Very active yung ating comment section eh.
Okay.
Okay?
So hindi dapat no yung less yung mga junk food, although nakaka-stress minsan yung mga ginagawa natin, pero let's refrain of eating yung too much sweets nga naman, intake salty kasi yun yung makaka-trigger sa sakit natin, di ba? Yung magkakaroon tayo ng sakit. So mas more on the fruits, mga binention kanina ni Doc Sara na mga vegetables na kailangan natin, lalo na ngayon na nandiyan lang sa paligid yung COVID. So anytime pwedeng i-trigger yung health natin, lalo na kung mababa yung immune system natin o hindi tayo healthy. Yes. Ayan, so andito na daw si Ma'am. So can we hear something, a message from Dr. Manuela S. Tolentino, our Schools Division Superintendent. Very supportive po siya sa lahat ng programa po natin dito sa ating MHPSS. Hi, Ma'am.
Hi po, Ma'am Ella.
Hi, Ma'am Ella.
Oh, nasa ako. Hello. Madilim
Hi,
ako.
Ma'am.
Hello. Hello.
At working at home, Ma'am.
Oo. Bakit madilim? Ako ba ang madilim? Ayan.
Yan, Ma'am.
Ayan. Kasi nakaharap pala ako sa liwanag. Okay. Ayan. Okay. Okay. Pasensya na kasi may tinapos pa akong report para sa to be submitted sa region because of the present situation. Ay, bakit gano'n? Bakit nag-e-echo? Hello? Isa lang. Isa lang ang device ko. Teka ha. Baka napindot ko dito. Hindi naman. Oo, wala. Teka, I will look into it. Oh. Baka pag may pinindot ako, mawala ako. Hello, paano ba to? It's a live stream. Hey, magandang umaga pa sa ating lahat. Jean, ba't gano'n? Nagsasalita ako pero may kasunod.
Oo nga, ma'am. I think po baka may open po na browser po na stream. Ayan, okay na po, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Wala naman. Okay na. Ayan. O, wala na. Okay. Good morning. Ay, ayan uli. Meron. Nakakaano. Okay. Good morning. Ay, ayan uli. Ganun. Paano to? Iba-mute ko ba to? O, paano siya ma-maximize? Hindi ko siya alam ano. Everyone can see and hear you.
Go ahead na po, ma'am.
Pwede na? Kasi naano ako kasi may sumusunod na salita sa akin eh.
Baka po, ma'am, multiple browser po yung bukas nyo ng stream. Hindi naman po.
Ha?
Baka po madaming nakabukas na StreamYard, ma'am.
Sa akin? Wala naman.
O baka po ma'am, bukas din yung live stream, yung YouTube natin na
Sa akin?
Opo.
Wala. Teka, yung sa YouTube. I-out ko yung sa YouTube. Okay.
Opo, ma'am.
Ayan.
Okay na po.
Ayun. Bukas kasi yung YouTube. Doon ako nakaunang nakapunta. Okay. Yan. So, again, I would like to greet everybody a very pleasant morning and a very successful and fruitful training. It is the last episode. I bet this is the last episode of our Fox Minimize Fears webinar series. Episode 3 in consonance with the mental health and psychosocial support program for our personnel. Thank you. I would like to extend my thanks to the persons behind this particular training or webinar that is really a very essential one. Kanina naririnig ko yung napakagandang lesson, the takeaways that we get from this third episode, and what I caught in the last conversation is that it is very important for us to remain beautiful, not only by having lipstick, no, on our lips, makeup, no, blush-ons, eyebrows, and others. But it is the beauty that is resting within us, no, the beauty of our mindset, no, the purity of our intentions, and the clarity of our goals, and that consists beautiful essence, no, of our being a person and being an employee of the Department of Education. As of now, that we are really facing another milestone wherein StepEd Santa Rosa is within a place where MECQ is being enforced. And again, restrictions on the movements, no, on the things that we are doing are behind us, and all our efforts in order to push through and continue education is really at stake. No, I am very thankful that we have personnels who are strong physically, mentally, and emotionally. And this kind of training helps us a lot. No? And of course, I would like to thank our visitors, our speakers for today's episode. Thank you very much po sa inyo. Your contributions to this worthy endeavor is very much appreciated by the top management specifically, and of course all the personnel of the division of Santa Rosa City. May we stay safe, and God bless our ways and our objectives and our doings, our lives, not only ourselves but also the members of our family who are um, hoping that we will be staying healthy and fit to our work. Thank you very much, Elaine, and also Leah, and the PDOs that are involved in this particular endeavor, to our ICT department and other people, who are behind, the this particular webinar. Our SGOD team, headed by our chief of the SGOD, Sir James Kingat, and of course the chief of our CID team, headed by Ma'am Lohinia Friend, and our assistant school division superintendent, Sir Nestor. Really, it's very difficult for us to stay connected with each other, but then through these platforms, through these particular activities, we connect. We connect and we communicate, and we pursue, the mantra of our department, that is sulong edukasyon. Hindi tayo uurong anuman ang maging sitwasyon. We are prepared, and then we are ready physically, mentally, of course. And again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody. Maligayang pananghalian sa ating lahat, at panatilihin natin ang positibong pananaw, at ganun din ang magandang bikas ng ating hindi lang panglabas na kaanyuan, kundi ang ating kalooban, upang maipagpatuloy natin ang ating mga sinisimulang gawain at upang maabot natin ang ating mga layunin sa buhay. Good morning pa rin, and happy lunch to everybody.
Thank you po, Ma'am Ella, for that closing remarks. So I hope na everyone is still in good pa rin po, no? In good faith, in good health pa rin po, in spite na we are in the lockdown na naman uli, no? MECQ. So we are just also praying for everyone's safety. And don't forget yung mga tips po na sinabi ni Doc Sara po sa atin kanina. Ayan, so although meron namang mga practical tips din, no, para do sa hindi natin ma-avail, so meron namang ibang alternatives na we can use or utilize. So for that, so let us end na our webinar series for this morning. Thank you so much for being with us, being present. So lahat naman po ay nakita namin na nag-chat, okay, nagre-respond sa ating comment section. So thank you so much. And again, God bless po sa ating lahat. Happy lunch. So this is Eling Sanggalang signing off and thank you.